Hello and welcome back to the Eternal Dawn YouTube channel. I am the Captain Straw Hat Lucas, and we are here to play some more One Piece D&D. That is right, some Dungeons and Dragons taking place within the One Piece world. We are on session 8, and I'm super hyped to get started. I will be playing Beast D Boys today, and I'm gonna go around the table, let the players say hi, and tell you who they're playing. Let's start with Who Man.
So, oh man, I played D&D Badlands. I'm ready.
Diddle the Badlands, crazy name.
Hell yeah.
Next up, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the captain of this crew, Mr. No Chill Dill.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy No Chill Dill, and we're back again to play some D&D. Oh yeah, it's me, Captain Robin.
I love it. The good man himself, the head cook of the Eternal Dawn, is here in spirit only. He's having some microphone issues. So, Picos, the wonderful, I believe, is he a navigator? Is he a shipwright?
Yes.
Is he a deckhand?
Navigator.
Yeah.
Does it all.
Picos, yeah, I have to say he does. Yeah, he does it all. So Vex is here playing Picos. We'll be relaying what he is saying to you guys today. All of us will do a Picos voice. And last but certainly not least for the players is Mr. Dexter. How are we doing today, Dex?
I'm a little bit sick, so you're gonna get ASMR Dexter today on stream. I'm playing Simon, swashbuckling rogue, note taker, journalist.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And before we get into the recap today, I would love to introduce the man who makes all of this possible. The god of this world, you could say. The DM, the legend himself, only known as Kev, formerly known as Foot Lover. How we doing?
What?
Alright,
Yeah, it's me, the God. You got it right the first time. Address me with nothing else. Happy, April 20th to everyone. You know what I'm saying? Last April 20th, I was talking to Kube, and I almost fell asleep, like for the whole day. That's how boring he was. So this 420, I'm gonna try not to talk to Cube because I don't want to fall asleep. Yes,
Fair enough. All right, so we are going to get to the recap and right into session. Vex, I just saw your message. I'm pretty sure we don't do intros for this. We just kind of go right in. All right, but I will be reading the recap off today. So yeah, I'm going to get us started. Let me get my narrator voice going. The Ironblood pirates regroup aboard this ship. Tension thick as storm clouds. Tito D. Badlands paces the deck in an iliac daze. His antics hilariously unnerving. Before the crew can intervene, a bullet whizzes past Koga's ear. A message pinned to the mast orders him to Mount Vesuvius. That was close. By nightfall. Meanwhile, Maximilian, the drunken sailor, slurs his way aboard with blueprints of Muji prison. His offer is clear. Free his captain, earn a log pose. The crew debates, splitting into teams. Robin, Beast, that's me, and Carmi head into town to distract bounty hunters, while Picos, Tito, Koga, and Drainer sail to replace the ship's sails. Simon soars above, scanning for spies. In Nanagatsu, Simon and Beast visit Neymar... I ain't pronouncing that dude's name. Shop, securing forged marine greaves. They are wary of shadowy watchers, a threat confirmed when Simon spots Berlin, the Cypherpole agent, tailing them. The crew's plan frays as danger closes in. On Mount Vesuvius slopes, Robin's team battles bounty hunters in a rocky ravine. Carmi gets frosted, saved by Beast's unorthodox weaponry. I mean, I beat a man to death with another man, but if you want to call that unorthodox, I guess. And Robin's bloodied scimitar. Meanwhile, Koga's group scales the volcano's steeper face. Drainer stumbling as sulfurous fumes choke the air. At the summit, Acre Purgatory?
Acre.
It is Acre? Okay. Yeah. Acre Purgatory's recruit awaits. Flanked by a masked swordsman, join or die, he snarls. Koga refuses, fists clashing with steel. Beast pelts Acre with rocks, but the fight halts with Berlin to shins like a specter, her bullet tearing into Robin's shoulder. Chaos erupts. Simon summons an anchor from his journal, slamming it toward Berlin. She vanishes, reappearing to shoot Acre dead. A deal, she declares, tossing the crew a Viva card. Kill Hendrix in Muji prison, or the revolutionary Earhart rotch and impel down. They argue, but she skywalks into the clouds, leaving the crew confounded at the volcano's edge. Before they leave, they make sure to collect coal for Kami. Back on the ship, the Ironblood pirates weigh their options. Maximilian's prison break is now loaded with Berlin's deadly ultimatum. Robin's shoulder bleeds as he argues ethics. Can they trust a cypherpole assassin? Tito, still not lucid, growls to himself. Yeah, Tito was being weird. Simon's journal glows with the Inca's inky shadow, its secret shimmering. The crew's path splits like lava veins. Muji prison's walls loom, and Hendrix's fate hangs in the balance. Will they save a stranger, betray a revolutionary, or carve their own justice from the fire? The Ironblood pirates' next move could ignite a war or drown them in ash.
Fire, fire, fire. Literally. Yeah. Last time you guys did a whole lot of stuff. Took on a cypherpole assassin and managed to survive with a job offer to get away from it. Yeah, we will pick up with you guys having been at sea for a couple days. You are headed south from Nagagutsu, Kozia. Yeah, Kozia Island. You're headed south from Kozia Island, making your way down to the Muji Island, aka the Muji prison. It's been a couple days at sea, and everyone is kind of getting their bearings after the strange message that was broadcasted to you guys. Actually, let's check in with everyone. Who the hell is Cameraman?
Cameraman.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, that's
okay.
like my character sheet and stuff doesn't show up when I'm streaming.
Yeah, okay. I was like, who is this? Alright, I guess I don't know if you can type or just talk, Vex, but can we get a little glimpse into Picos' mental state? How's he feeling after everything that's happened on Kozia? What's going through his mind? What's his next objective? We will say that Koga is busy training with his good old what's it called? Good old Jijo. Both of them are pushing each other, trying to get stronger should they have to fight anyone strong in the future. I'll also say that everyone can get a long rest after the events on Kozia. You guys have been at sea for long enough.
Let's go! Excuse me.
Picos is just along for the ride. He's never seen a prison, but he's excited to see a log pose. Nice. He might be seeing a lot more of a prison than he bargained for. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Simon, how are you feeling after everything that's happened? What's on your mind? And what is next for you on this beautiful ship journey?
Simon is feeling pretty confident in his skills after smashing a CP9 or CP0 agent with an anchor. And he has some internal struggles regarding what's right and what's wrong and what's the proper thing to do. So probably a lot of things going through his mind.
Indeed. We shall see what develops with that. How is Beast feeling? What's on his mind? What's the next thing for him? Give us a little glimpse into his mind.
I think Beast is probably a little sullen after the events of the volcano, even though the party was victorious. he's still not comfortable with the idea of taking out such a young life. I think he would have spent this past. How long have we been traveling?
About 5 or 6 days.
About 5 or 6 days. Okay, so he would have spent this last week just debating with everybody on the crew, weighing their options together, and trying to get a really good game plan for what's to come next. Oh, this music's jumping. Yeah, so I think he would have done that. He also probably would have spent some time meditating as well. Just trying to reflect inwards as he tries to figure out this moral dilemma he's in.
Nice. Ah, shit. Okay. Let's keep it pushing. All right, Tito, how are you feeling after everything that's happened? What's going through your mind? What is next for you?
Tito feel good. It was kind of a haze, but he just inspecting the ship, make sure everything's tip top. Type shit.
Facts. Let's see. Let's actually check in on the ship. I believe it took some damage during the incident with the burning ship and the laughing devil. So you guys suffered a 5 HP penalty, permanent penalty. Yeah. Okay. But we'll say that you topped it up, or actually, I guess you wouldn't have had time to top it up since you guys left. So yeah, it is still a little bit banged up. If you get a chance to get your hands on some proper materials and like fully straighten the ship out, it's still sailable. It's not like it's gonna capsize any minute, but it's always best to keep it in tip-top shape. So you would probably be keeping your eyes out for anything that might help with that. Who joined? Okay. We'll go to the boy, the captain, Hood D. Robin. Give us a glimpse into your mind, how you're feeling after everything that's happened, and what's next for you.
He's also been talking with boys about, instead of killing the kid, just taking him with us. And over the past few days, he's been trying to finally get the scimitar fully sharpened out and serrated.
Yeah, I'll say over the past few days you'll be able to fix it, so we'll no longer have that -1 penalty. Low-key forgot about that.
No, I accidentally switched the stream scene so everybody saw me on camera for a second.
Ooh, I'm scared.
Yeah, I waved at everybody.
It's not Halloween. Just come on, man.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Okay. Let's check in real quick with the resident martial artist, Koga. How are you feeling after your encounter? No, after your encounter with Purgatory, after this the strange man Acre and this dude with a mask. What's going through your head? What is next for you?
Well, yeah, that guy sure was a creep, and I really enjoyed the tournament, and I hope it to get more fights, more tournaments, to see more people fight and see more styles.
All right. We will say that you are mid-spar with Jijo. Trainer is also watching. You guys have been like just training with each other this whole time. But you will be interrupted mid-swing as you hear like a seagull walk. And you will see a news coup kind of sailing or coasting over the ship. It'll circle around the main mast and then land on this little railing here. And it'll hold up a small sign and a paper. 50 berries.
I'm gonna rob that bird. No. I will approach it and pay for the paper.
All right, it'll squawk in your face, hand you the paper, and then flap off into the sky. And you guys will get your hands on the latest edition of the paper.
Let's go! Oh no!
Y'all can see.
Yes.
It's a wall of text, but I guess I'll read it. Machio, the edition of February 12th, 1505. Valentine's Day is coming up. The headline is plain and clear for everyone to see. Revolutionary Earhart in Marine custody. The terrible, infamous revolutionary operative was finally captured off the coast of Yoji Island in the midst of attacking a world government trade ship, with reports that the ship was hoisting weapons to aid our brave soldiers against the endless waves of piracy. East Blue breathes a sigh of relief with another dangerous individual off the seas. The elusive, mysterious revolutionary army continues to make waves all over the world, attacking world government operations with relentless gusto. One wonders how they are arming themselves and reliably gathering information. Earhart, most known for single-handedly toppling the Anra kingdom on High Noon Island by capturing Prince Kakui and holding him for ransom for the freedom of over 500 employees in indentured servitude, has been a thorn in the side of government operations in the East Blue for the past 3 years, coinciding with the emergence of the Revolutionary Army. Her brutal tendencies have earned her the title Afterburn, but the villain has finally been grounded. For more information on Earhart's crimes, turn to page 6. A smaller headline will read, Marine Rider does it again, defeats wayward pirates. The brave captain raced down the dreaded wayward pirates, who were most known for posing as tour guides around the Cherokee Island region and robbing any unfortunate soul that would board their ship, defeating them with his speedy prowess and powerful attacks. A witness reported that he fought like a tornado. They couldn't even lay a hand on him. The beloved Marine has captured the hearts of the East Blue. What can't he do? For more information on his arrest, turn to page 5. So with no small amount of dread, it seems that what Berlin told you guys was true. The world government did indeed capture this Earhart individual. And you guys would know that she is legit. She is a pretty famous and I guess effective revolutionary operative in the East Blue. So it will be no small blow to the revolutionary forces with her capture. The ultimatum that Berlin offered you guys kind of looms over everyone's head. Her freedom for the life of a young man in Wuji prison. And then I guess there's also this whole Marine Rider thing. No one really knows what that is about.
Are there any other interesting anecdotes within the paper?
You flip through. There's a crossword, comic panel with Sora,
Classic
brave
Sora.
warrior of the seas. But yeah, nothing else really. I guess if you turn to page 6, you'll see like a list of all the stuff that Earhart has done and how exactly she was captured. Apparently, she gave up her freedom in exchange for the freedom of some captured revolutionary operatives. Real hero type, this one. But she's been going all the way up and down the East Blue, just fighting world government, stealing weapon shipments, freeing people. She's really done a lot.
Wow, this Earhart lady, she sounds like is it Earnhardt or Earhart?
Earhart or Earhart, I guess. Either one. Doesn't really matter.
Okay. This Earhart person sounds very heroic in their efforts. Seems they're fighting for a just cause. It'd be a shame to let them just waste away like that, but I really don't know, Robin. I can't take out a child.
What? Well, that's why we recruit him.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I think it's our best route, because then we can get him away from the area she wants him to be away from, and potentially get him to the Grand Line with us once we go.
Well, didn't she also say that we could drop him off on the Red Line?
Yo, we can hear you.
Yeah, she did say that.
Am I all crackly or am I good? Is my audio good?
Oh, you're good.
No, you're
Yeah, you're good.
You're good.
Hell yeah. Hey, brother. So it's kind of weird. We spent this whole, time looking for revolutionaries, and now they're just making front page on the paper. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, they're everywhere nowadays. It's kind of wild. I mean, we spent how long looking for these guys, and now we
It was
can't
like at least 5 years. Like,
now we can't
anyways,
get a day by without stumbling across them.
Yeah, it's a bit serendipitous.
Like, maybe you guys just sucked at your job.
I'll have you know, I'm a burgeoning, very successful entrepreneur. I hand him a business card.
Oh yeah, for sweet. Thanks, man.
I see that paper for a little bit.
Yeah, Dale, I was about to message you, be like, hey, dude, don't whisper me and message me on Discord.
No, I noticed.
I'm a beast. Someone asked you for the paper.
Yeah, of course. Here you go, Simon. And I'll
Thanks.
walk it over to him.
And I'll start taking.
Oh, what the hell is
notes
that
of
on the
all of
deck?
her-
Oh, it's
all of
Carby.
the stuff she's done.
You got a problem?
Excuse me?
Just asking. Hey, so what are we gonna do about that kid?
Well,
Carmi, you worry too much. Like, we've got a lot of people working on it. First it was about the coal, now it's about this kid. Like, I thought we were already trying to find a way underneath the red line or whatever for that treasure. We just take him there, right?
That is what she suggested.
I don't know how the hell you're gonna get under the red line. So it's some
Oh,
big ass piece of rock.
Tito showed me he's got a whole book on it.
Oh yeah?
I did.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you were still you're still on that potted plant, but I read you a bedtime story while you were on your hammock. That was the only book you showed me.
I did. What? I might have been sleepwalking or something, man.
Yeah, above table it did happen. You picked up a copy of Braving Through the Red Line, I think it was called, by someone named Gone. And in it detailed these riddling passages and caves that carved all through the red line, almost like a separate ecosystem with how expansive and complex the cave network is.
Yeah, I got it in my notes somewhere. It is called. Oh no, that's different. I got it here somewhere. Traveling in the Red Line by Golem.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty good read. Gotta say so myself. And then what? That's like there was we were thinking we would find another one of those cards there, right? The one with Simon's sister on it.
I'm not sure that was my sister. We just
Okay,
share a
Simon's
last name.
daughter or aunt or something.
Do I have a
but-
daughter?
Simon has a
Who?
daughter?
I'm not sure.
Does that make me an uncle?
That
Oh
makes
my
all of
God.
us Uncles Picos.
This is
We're
the
all
best day
family
of my
now.
life, guys.
It's the best day of our lives, brother.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure none of us are set on unaliving this Hendrix person, right? Like, we could just get him out of Dodge. Like, and that would, I feel like that's like, what do they say? It's like 2 news coups with 1 stone, right?
Exactly. I think with what Robin said as well, it's our best bet to just get the kid and get him out of here, while also achieving what we need to achieve.
Carmen will shrug and I'll be like, hey, as long as I get to stay on this ship, good luck. I'm gonna make some dinner.
If you're staying on the ship, you better be working out. I ain't always gonna be there to save you. And we got rough seas ahead. Oh, he walked away. This asshole.
Alright. So yeah, you guys are about 2-3 days out from the Muji prison. You will see Maximilian will lay out the blueprints once more on the deck of the ship.
I forgot about this guy.
I'm gonna make my way down to my office, by the way.
Wait. Oh, let's go over the plan.
Yeah, I'll catch you later.
Well, so my brother and I are kind of more of the plan guys, I think, you know.
Don't worry,
yeah,
we could be a trio, a planning trio. The three-headed snake, if you will. Planner 1, Planner 2, and Planner 3.
Yep,
I'm gonna go
planetary.
stock up on supplies.
Okay, that's fine.
How we both just ignored this guy.
Real quick, DM, can I just as like the navigator, am I able to just like make sure bearings wise we're like sticking, you know, to the course and the weather isn't gonna throw any like monkey wrenches in or anything like that?
Yeah, give me a navigator tool check and let me
Let's
roll
go.
Dill, I just saw your chat in Discord.
All right, as you go to make your check, a big ass ice cube will like fall in the way. The skies will darken as hail will begin to rain down. There's a whole bunch of events. Yeah. Anyone flying over 500 feet in the air must make a DC 17 con save or take cold damage. Creatures outside without cover. So anyone on the deck of the ship, make a DC 14 plus W deck save at the start of each turn, every minute outside of combat, or take 1d10 fall damage. The hail in and of itself may cause property damage, and it lasts for 1 hours. W in this case is like a rating of the weather in the area. It's usually on a scale of 1 to 5. In the East Blue, regular good old place, W is just 1. So this hail will last for 1 hour. And yeah, sorry. Hail will last for 1 hour. You're going to be anyone on the deck of the ship piloting it is going to be making deck saves unless they can come up with some kind of solution. I will say with your 25, you are able to correct the course. You guys are on the right path. You're about 2 days out from Muji prison.
Okay, and this isn't like slowing us down. Like we're able to like, assuming we can deal with the oncoming hail by some means or another, we're still able to like maintain that scheduling.
Yup. As long as you know your sails don't get punctured through by a big ass.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Is would we know that like wetting the sails would make them less like puncture proof or something of the sorts, or would we furl them and stick to rowing? Is there some form of check or another that one of us would be able to perform to glean said knowledge?
I would say the shipwright can make some kind of check to determine the best course of action in the hail.
I would like to help him if I can.
What check I gotta make?
A check with carpenter's tools or I'll say engineering check, or I'll say engineering or nature check. I'm gonna say DC is 15.
Am I able to help him out with that?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go.
All right, with a 15, Tito, your experience with hail is limited, but your knowledge as a shipwright is not. And you are able to figure out that the best course of action is to erect some kind of makeshift cover over the helm, so that someone can pilot without getting too much ice on their head. In terms of the sails, the best idea would probably be to wet them a little bit, and as they kind of freeze up in the cold, it'll help with any hail coming down. Additionally, frequent checks and probably some spare sheets of leather and cloth will probably be needed, just in case something does get through.
But yeah, I can be that. We gotta cover the helm with the sail.
I might have a solution for the helm. Like I'm this is the first time I've seen weather like this and here in the East Blue, let me tell you, but and I'm gonna like activate a little mechanism that basically ejects like my like central like chest and stomach area, like my whole little plate there, and it's actually like a detachable shield. Like I have an integrated shield in my inventory and as a part of my like class features. Am I able to just like hold that shield over me and that count as a buffer between me and the hail?
Like an iron umbrella?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah. It's how I flavor the shield spell, and it also bolsters my AC. So like it's like a full character investment. But so that I can yeah, Tito, I can man the helm. I don't know who else needs to be up here helping you with the sails or anything, but like don't worry about me.
All right.
I'm gonna run downstairs.
Will be like, I'm also going downstairs. Maximilian will be like, what about the plan? Oh, you know what, guys? Let's just discuss the plan downstairs. That's a good idea. Who's planning to stay up to watch the sails? I'll say wetting them is a pretty simple process. No check required.
Upon hearing Maximilian come downstairs, Robin was going back upstairs.
Oh, hey! Okay.
Okay. Is Josh gonna stay up there and fight God? He's gonna see the hail and be like, "It's time to fight God!" Finally,
he's gonna box the weather. Yeah.
Yeah, he said yes. He's like, "Yes, this is great training." Starts punching the ice.
But does Jijo have a shell, or is he just like, oh yeah? So Jijo is built for this.
Jijo is just curled up with the shell facing up, and he seems to be completely unaffected.
When Robin walks out, he sees Koga hold Jijo above his head.
Okay. Oh my god. All right, Beast. We'll go to you briefly in your laboratory or your medical station, your med room, the med bay. You are attempting to run a test on these blood samples. Can you run me through what exactly you're trying to do with them?
Yeah, so I took some blood samples, 2 from non-devil fruit user, or 1 from a devil fruit user. 2 non-devil fruit users. That one of the dudes I beat up, and then I got Simon's blood sample, and then I have mine and Robin's blood as well. And I'm trying to determine the difference between someone's lineage factor who does not have a devil fruit and someone who does. Specifically, I'm just trying to identify what the difference is. I'm not trying to understand the mechanisms of it just yet, just to see if I can find the difference in it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's do a medicine check, and then I'm gonna make the DC a 20.
That's completely understandable.
I would help if I could. I'm up top, dog.
I'm going to strong will that, because if I get a
with the
strong will doesn't work on skill checks.
Yeah,
I have my
but
I have the samples I made by dripping the blood onto the pages of the notebook. Like I'll gladly keep those on you, like next to you while you're doing it, because there's both non-fruit users and fruit users in those like fractals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll allow it. I'll allow that as help.
Damn. But guess what, guys? I have an inspiration still. Let's go.
Let's go.
Nice.
Oh,
Damn it. It got worse.
They got
Oh my
4
God.
words each time.
Yeah, each time
That's
it
crazy.
subtracted 4. That's wild.
What is this? Okay. So you spend pretty much like the good part of the next hour just running tests, trying to understand the difference between these different blood samples. I will say you're not able to figure out much. You would probably require some more sophisticated equipment than what you currently have on hand. But I will say, as you're studying, what's his face, Hood D. Robbins' blood sample, you'll see that it's like at a very small rate, but consistently, it seems to be like multiplying, like it's increasing its own volume over time. There it is.
Okay. This is very interesting, Simon. It seems that Hood's blood, it almost reproduces itself even when outside of the body. You know how in a normal human's body, you do generate a certain amount of blood as you lose it and whatnot, but Hood seems to just be regenerating on a wholly complete different level.
That's kind of wild. I don't know shit about medicine, but it's interesting.
It is, isn't it?
All right. As you guys are comparing notes and trying to wrap your head around everything that's going on, I guess the trainer has found herself the unfortunate recipient of Maximilian's plans. She just has a confused look on her face as he's like just randomly gesturing at his set of blueprints. Carmi is in the kitchen cooking up a storm, doing what he does best, keeping his mouth shut. And yeah, above deck, let's see how you guys are dealing with this hail situation. Pico's at the helm. You have your iron umbrella. You are you're kind of locked in place, but you are safe for the time being. It is Koga, Jijo, Robin, and Tito battling this hailstorm. You guys have wet the sails, but there's still chunks of ice raining down, potentially endangering you and the ship itself. What would you guys like to do?
So, was I able to succeed in creating a serrated scimitar, or is it still just a normal scimitar?
Just a normal one.
Would I potentially be able to hit the pieces of hail with the scimitar to cause serrations on it?
No, man.
Hey,
It's like diamond ice. Like
I'm trying.
You would probably need like a proper like forge to get that done, or at least like an accomplished weaponsmith of some kind.
Yeah.
At least that's the conclusion your character would come to.
Alright, so then my character, still being a child at heart, is looking at Koga and Tito and says, whoever gets hit by the least amount of hail wins.
Oh shit.
Can Picos like yell out like, that sounds so fun, guys? I can help keep score or something like that.
All right. Tito, what are you doing for the ship?
I'm keeping the seals wet.
The sails are gonna stay wet, but you gotta watch for chunks that are big enough to damage the ship and potentially punch a hole through the sails.
Yeah.
Okay, bet. I'll ask for a perception check from you then. And I guess technically it's every minute, but for the sake of expediting it, I'll say, Koga, are you using Jijo as like an umbrella? Do you have him over your head?
I mean, sure.
I bet.
Gigi's gonna lose, bro.
Jijo is just
Can
getting pelted.
Could Jijo just like spit water? Like, I don't know, like his biology, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What's that gonna do?
Yeah, so you just have like a little shell cannon, like a little Blastoise that you're carrying around. Like,
Yep, big man Blastoise. Big man Blastoise.
All right. I will say for the first 20 minutes, I'm gonna ask for 5 deck saves from each of you, and I guess Tito as well. Yeah, 5 deck saves, DC 15 on each one.
Jesus.
Holy
Oh
shit.
no.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Bro!
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We'll do Robin first. So with 3 failures, there is ice coming down.
I was gonna roll 1 strong will on the 12th.
Oh, go ahead.
That's a 16.
Okay, bet. So with 2 failures, the ice is coming down straight on your head. With a crit fail, one of them is going to beam you straight in the third eye. You will take 10 damage. But with the second one, you are kind of like a little bit more prepared, although you are hurting, especially your eye. So I'll let you make an attack roll to try and like break up the ice before it can strike you in the head. We'll just say it's like a 12 to hit.
That's crazy, Pex. Can I roll with anything?
Yeah, any weapon.
All
right.
Let's go.
You intercept the chunk of ice before it can hit you with a 14. So you have only been hit by 1 piece of ice. Not bad, not bad. Tito, you are keeping a watch, and with a 16, you spot nothing too big, nothing that's going to threaten the sails too much. You're just like, deflecting stuff as it comes down, but you are also trying to avoid anything that comes down. So you got a 16, a 20, a 10, a 12, and an 11. All right, so with the 10, you will unfortunately be beamed right on top of your fin for 8 damage. But with the successive ones, I will allow you to try and intercept them with some type of attack roll. It is a 12 to hit, any weapon of your choice.
Let's go.
Another one. Wielding your great axe, you manage to chop one thing straight in half, shattering it before it can hit you or the deck. Can I get another attack? I think you failed one more. All right. Then with an 18, another chunk of ice is just shattered into smithereens by the weight of your burly fist. As you and Robin are deflecting shit, Koga is also dancing around trying to avoid getting hit. Do you want to apply any strong wills or any inspirations to any of these before I start rattling them off, Josh?
Oh, what did you say?
So do you want to apply any strong wills or any inspirations to any of these rolls?
Can I use where is it? Wait, can I use deflect missiles?
Ooh, that would be good. Yeah.
How many do hit? We got the 2 8s.
One d10 plus your dex plus your baller level.
Yeah, my dex is a 5 and
Plus a 4, so that's 11. Okay. So I will say you deflect one of them, but another one is going to get through your defenses. It is going to strike Jijo straight in the head as he's kind of like poking his head out. So, spit some water and shit. Jijo is going to take 10 damage from chunks of ice.
Damn, sorry, Jijo.
Gio, there's like stars around his eyes, or stars floating around his head. He is out of it. I believe, yeah, that means that Koga, you have won. Robin was only hit once, but you were hit nonce.
That's a word.
Did bro get hit with a piece of hail?
I got it. I haven't got it at all.
No, I was talking about Kev for his stumbling attack. But oh, you cheated. It hit your hand. I saw it.
No, I didn't.
What do you mean? I saw it with this one. As you can, he points to his third eye, but his third eye is like got a single tear rolling down from it, and it's very pointed, like it just got hit.
It's like the anime whelp when you get hit on the head, like that big ol',
Knot right there on it.
Yeah.
Okay. There is still 40 more minutes of this hailstorm. So I'll ask for another perception check from Tito.
Lock in.
You heard me? Can I get a perception?
So,
Can I get a perception?
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, with a
You got it.
5.
Hold on, do you got an inspo?
nope.
Shit.
All right, with a 5.
Make one?
Huh?
Could Robin make one? Since I'd make the argument that we were dodging the hail already.
Yeah, but this is the watch the sails. Were you watching the sails? Or you just dancing in the rain?
I was watching hail fall out of the sky. That's the same thing, but watching it underneath the sails.
You can't see it, but I'm shaking my head right now. Yeah, sure. I'll you can make a perception.
Let's go.
All right. You want to apply anything to this?
I don't think I can.
Okay. You guys are once again dancing around in the rain, or in the hail, I'll say. This time I'll only ask for 3 deck saves from the 3 of you guys. DC is 15.
You guys keep it up. Hail should give up in no time.
Tito has hail hockey confirmed.
Hail hockey.
King of Hail.
Yeah, King of
Blue hockey.
Yeah, the
That's
blue
so funny.
hockey. Clown hockey.
All right. Josh, can I get 3 deck saves?
Yeah.
In the meantime, Hood, one of these is going to snake past your defenses, potentially striking you. I'll ask
come
for
on.
an attack roll. Oh, damn. I'll ask for an attack roll if you want to try and intercept it.
No.
All right. You will unfortunately get struck by the hail, taking, oh my god, another 10 damage. Tito, with a single failure, I'll ask for an attack roll to try and intercept. All right, you were able to deflect one, and you were able to avoid the rest. And Koga, you are dancing around, but there is a lot of hail in your path. With a crit fail, I'm gonna say Jijo will get beamed once more. We'll say it's reduced by the shell. He will take 5 damage.
All right.
And there is one incoming. If you use your deflect missiles, you can try and get rid of it entirely. Just gotta roll that 1d10. All right, nice. You were able to destroy it easily, but you guys will see a couple of hails, or what should I call it? Robin. You will see a couple of chunks of hail headed straight for the sails. Let me see. 3 chunks of hail that are going like straight for the sails, and they seem to be like pretty dangerous. They would probably puncture a hole if they hit. I'll give you the 3 of you, and I guess Picos, 1 round to try and destroy them. Each of them will have, we'll say, like 10 health, 12 AC, and if you want to do any saves or anything like that. Oh my god.
Okay.
All right, Picos, you pull out your revolver and
shoot?
attempt to snipe one out of the sky.
Yeah, who do I shoot?
How do you want to play this, Griffin?
Oh my god. Like legit, I think the most reasonable, and I don't want this to happen, but it's what would most likely happen is I was trying to shoot the hail and it like accidentally just hit the sail.
Yup, I was thinking the same thing. You punch or you shoot a bullet straight through the sails.
I'm just like, oh shit. Sorry guys, I'll stay in my lane. That one's on me.
All right. The rest of you guys, 1 round, action, bonus action, all that shit to try and block these chunks of hail.
You want me to roll damage?
No, it's all good.
All right, pick you.
All right, 24 will hit. I think I said they got 10 health.
And then, could I bonus action offhand attack by swapping the hands that the scimitar's in?
No.
And can I bonus action offhand attack with it still in the same hand?
Nope.
That's all I got.
All right. You will try and shatter one of them, but you will like splinter most of it, but there's still a sizable chunk headed for the sails. Koga and Tito, it is on you guys.
Right.
Gotta make an attack.
There are 3 chunks of hail coming down. Picos attempted to shoot them, but he shot a hole in the sails. Robin attempted to destroy them. He managed to hit 1, but he wasn't able to do enough to fully mitigate it. So it is still coming down towards the sails. And then
What's
there's
the
2 other
AC?
ones that are untouched. 12 AC and 10 HP. Yeah, 18 will hit. What are you doing with this blood right thing?
I lost 10 damage. Lost 10 health.
Oh, okay. So +2 to your damage rolls, so that would turn the 7 into a 9. So there is still a sliver headed for the sails, but it is drastically reduced in size. Tito, with this water shot, are you aiming for the same one that Robin was attacking, or are you aiming for a different one?
Not even for the same one.
All right, and then the 2 of you together will be able to destroy one of them. Koga, we go to you. And Jijo, I guess.
Yeah, can I use deflect missiles on them?
I'm gonna say it's gonna require at least 40 feet of movement for you to get to the spot where you can deflect missile. If you got that.
I do. I think I do. Yeah, I have 40 feet of movement speed.
I bet. And you kind of just like, with Jijo in hand, you kind of just like race up the mast, grabbing onto rigging, and getting in a position where you can just kick one of the pieces of hail away. So yeah, you can reduce it. I'll say if you get over 15, you can attempt to kick it into the other one and try and destroy the both of them.
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay, bet. Then with the 10, or with a 12, sorry, you'll just be able to kick one of them into the ocean. So you guys will successfully destroy 2 of the chunks of hail. But one of them is still going to puncture the sails, and coupled with what's his face's bullet hole, the sails are going to take 13 damage. Let me calc that, or let me add that real quick. Right, so you guys are at 132 out of 145. Or shit, I shouldn't do it like that. 45 and then 132. 0 crit damage. Just a reminder, you can look at the simple schooner Kurth at any time. Should be in your character sheets. Okay, the hailstorm is still going, but this will be the last thing. So I'll ask for another perception check from anyone that is watching the sails, and 3 deck saves from the 3 people on deck.
Who got better perception?
I rolled a 20 on it. Soft 20.
Nice. Said 3 deck saves?
Uh-huh. Alright, Koga.
Yep, 1 sec.
Alright, nice. Okay, Robin, there are 2 chunks of hail that you are unable to avoid. How would you like to deal with them?
I would like to try to block the second one.
Okay. You can do the attack roll, or if you have got something else you can do.
Shit.
All right. So this is, what are you gonna do about the first one? Just let it hit you.
Yeah.
All right. Then both of these are gonna hit you for 2d10. Oh my god, 18 damage.
Oh, wow.
Tito, I just got a single one that you need to avoid here. How would you like to deal with it? Or that you weren't able to avoid? All right, with a 26, you easily shatter it into smithereens. And Koga, there is but a single one that you need to get rid of or deal with.
Yep.
All right, nice. Okay, with your 20 in perception, Robin, you will spot another few chunks of sizable amount that are headed for the mast and the sails. Oh shit! 4 chunks of hail. I'm gonna say these ones have 12 AC and 15 HP. They're a little bit bigger than the other ones. Once again, you guys will have a round. How would you guys like to deal with them?
Picos is hesitant. He's reloaded. He's locked and ready. He's like, should I? I'm just gonna hold my action to see how these guys do first.
All right.
Not everybody all at once.
Josh, who meant to?
So what?
Oh my god, bro. There are 4 chunks of hail coming down at the mast, or at the sails. They each have the 10 AC and 15 HP, or 12 AC and 15 HP. You got to round the 3 of you, or the 4 of you, to
The
see how you
hail?
deal with them.
Yep.
Yeah, chunks of hail.
Some tinky
I
ass
can't,
hair, bro.
I can't do enough to one to drop it out of the air, so.
Yeah, I can't do nothing either.
But I have flaming cells.
We need to work together.
There's 4 of them.
And there's 4 of us. Well, for 4 or 5, if we count G, of course we count G-Joe. I tell you what, I'll burn a spell slot on this. I'm gonna use missiles. I'm shooting out my hot shots. So
Nice.
no hit roll necessary. We going straight damage. I'm gonna say these first 2 are going at 1 individual piece of hail. That's 1, 2. Bam,
All
it's
right.
out. Then I got 1 more hot shot, and I'm gonna put it at another piece.
Okay. So
Alright,
one
it's
of them
halfway down.
has 4 HP left. One of them has 10 HP left. One of them has 15, and the last one has 15.
I gotta use ranged attack.
Nah, you can intercept it as it's landing.
But I use my action economy, or just like a single attack.
It's your action economy.
Just body block. Just jump in front of it.
All right, both of those will hit as you wave your great axe like a fly swatter.
Yeah, I guess I'll go into rage.
Okay. All right.
Let's go.
What are you aiming at with these? The ones that are already hit, or what? Guess I should ask.
So whatever is lowest.
All right. Then one of them will get, or 2 of them will just get destroyed, leaving 2 with 15 HP each.
Well, hold on. You said there was 4?
Yeah.
Shit. I thought that would mean 3 of them are gone.
Not one of them had 4, one of them had 10. So he was able to hit the 2 of them that were lower. All right, Koga and Robin.
Can I try and block it with my shield?
Yeah. I will say you will need 50 feet of movement to get to a spot where you can block it.
Good thing I can act.
You got enough movement?
Action dash, yeah.
All right. You pull out your shield and dash up to the rigging, crawling up and getting in a spot right where the hail would land as it just bounces off your shield. There's a noticeable dent, but it's not the end of the world. Should buff right out. Koga, there is but a single piece of hail coming down. How would you like to deal with it?
Deflect missiles.
Ooh, you are almost there. Or actually, I guess the damage it would deal is what's counted, and not its HP. So yeah, with a 14, you are able to get rid of it.
Nice.
Kicking it off into the sea. And this time around, you guys have completely protected the sails. Another 20 minutes will pass, and the hailstorm will clear up, leaving clear skies
finally.
for a while.
Hell yeah.
What the hell?
Okay. So there is 3 hours of clear skies ahead, at least from what you can tell, Picos.
Hell yeah. It says I can tell what the weather will be like in the next like 24 hours or something, but I'll take 3.
I mean, I'm rolling it, so I guess I can roll it for the next 24 if you want. Or we could just see how it comes. I don't know what's the best way to do it. Up to you. Do you want to know the 24-hour forecast?
I just want to know if it's going to slow us down. I don't need to know like every detail. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, I'm rolling, so I have no idea if it's going to slow you down. I will say, give me a navigator's tool check. We'll say DC 15.
You got it. Navigator's tools. All right. I have inspo? No, I haven't had inspiration in like 3 sessions. Very cool. And guidance won't get me there, so that's what we got.
All right. And yeah, you're just bracing for what comes. Okay.
That was so fun, guys. Wow, good job, everyone.
All right, with the 3 hours of clear skies, you guys will be able to get a short rest off. Down below, Carmi is still cooking away. Drainer is getting fucking cooked by this guy's plans. And Beast and Simon, you guys are. I guess you would have finished your testing by now. If there's anything else that you want to do.
No, I'm gonna rejoin the crew up on top. Unless Simon, do you have anything you want to do while we're down here together? Maybe kiss a little bit or something. No.
I was muted. I was making kissing noises. I'm gonna join the crew back upstairs.
All right.
Oh.
Okay. Anyone who's beat up on deck, I'll give him a pecan berry. I bet. You guys can roll hit dice, anything like that if you want, and we'll keep it pushing. See what the next development in the weather is. Scintillating stuff. Ooh, oh my god.
Ain't no way.
All right, right after the hail, it is a scorching heat wave.
What the fuck is going on? Like, wow, I've
We're not in the
never seen
Grand
this
Line.
in the East Blue either. This is crazy, guys.
Oh, that's not bad. All right, the heat is going to last for 2 hours only. But anyone that attempts to travel is going to require twice the ration of water, and anyone traveling for 4 or more hours will have to engage or make a con save. But that doesn't really matter. In fact, I'll say.
Imagine eating water. It's crazy, right?
Yeah. With 4 hours, I think you guys will be fine, and with your storages, you'll be fine. So yeah, with the short but grueling heat wave, there will be no real penalties, other than just like trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with the weather.
Jesus, it's
I guess
burning up out here.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I'm sweating like I drink a bottle of Picos hot sauce.
Yeah, this isn't the kind of heat I'm built for. This is, I guess, someone up there got real mad at the hail. I think that might be what happened, right?
It was hailing?
Hell yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, we saw some that were like this big, and Picos like extends his arms a little bit in a bit of exaggeration.
That's pretty big.
Oh, we had a contest. Koga cheated.
Yo.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be a fairly smooth sailing for a little bit here.
I'm gonna use a healer's kit on Dill.
All right.
And
I
I'll
would
use my first
conserve
aid
that.
feat. I have 17
He
of
could
them.
just, yeah, he could just roll his hit dice.
Oh yeah. True.
We just got a short rest. If these guys are really hurt, they could take my berries or they could roll their hit dice. But I would conserve that for sure. But I'll ask like somebody. I'm like, hey, does anyone mind like taking the helm for a bit? I might like, just like see what Carmi's doing down in the kitchen. See if I can spice something up.
I
Man,
can
I
do
just-
it.
I got you.
I just outed myself as Gijo.
Yeah.
I always knew.
Exposed.
If you were gonna go through with the healing, I would have been like, "Oh, Gijo, you wrapped the bandage up nicely."
How'd you do that without the ums?
Wait, do they not?
Yeah, I'm gonna go down under. If the weather looks clear enough and someone's on the helm and whatnot, and I'll just I'll hang out with Carmi for a bit, see what he's doing.
All right. You will find Carmi just, like a flurry of motion in the kitchen. He's cooking up a stew. He's dicing shit. He's peeling stuff. He's just doing it all. There is something in the back of your head that has like a small amount of respect. This guy is very clearly skilled at his craft. And the stoves are both simmering as he's like cooking up some coal and shit. He'll turn to you and have like almost like a happy expression on his face. He really seems to be in his element, and he'll be like, "He goes."
Hey.
You ever heard of perpetual stew?
Perpetual stew. Is this like a new invention?
Nah.
I'm intrigued.
Heard about it a long time ago. Basically, the idea is you have a stew that just cooks for years on end. I never attempted it, so I figured I'd give it a try. You serve from the same pot every day, every week, and it manages to keep its its taste, its flavor. You use the right preservatives and the right ingredients and stuff. I figure if I can get a lock on it, then the crew won't really have to worry about
that's kind
meals
of like
on the
my that's kind of like my infernatoxin. Like I captured some really spicy bacteria a long time ago, and I just keep pulling from like a mother batch to it's been aging this whole time.
The mother duck.
Oh, I see. So like it's like a wine almost.
No, way better. It's a hot sauce. Come on, you know this. Like, like I don't drink wine. Who would drink wine? That's crazy. But yeah, it smells really interesting in here. Do you need any help or anything? Or I don't know. I'm just kind of. We just dealt with some hail up there. It was crazy. You should have seen it. Those guys were all like punching it, shooting it.
Yeah. Anybody hurt? You can tell he really doesn't care.
Yeah. The captain got bonged right in the eye. It was pretty funny, actually.
Oh,
he's fine.
I wish I saw that. Actually, that does sound funny. But yeah, I mean, you know what? If you want to help out, go ahead. Maybe if you got something that you think would work well in the stew, feel free to chuck anything in. I'm just making some bread over here.
I pull out the Tabasco immediately, and I'm like, oh, I put this shit on everything.
Okay, all right. Just maybe dial it down. We don't wanna have another incident.
Well, I don't know what you mean by that, but okay, I'll be conservative with it, and I put 3 bottles away, and I just have one in each hand.
He'll kind of raise an eyebrow and be like, all right. You know what? I trust you. And he'll turn his back as he starts, raising some bread.
Hell yeah, I load that shit up. But Picos is kind of interested in other culinary applications, so he'd spend some of his downtime here when he's not hanging out with his brother or helping out with like ship lead duties and charting courses and whatnot. So yeah, basically after enough downtime, I'm trying to grab this proficiency above table, but for now I'll just kind of play second fiddle and just kind of take notes, help where I can.
All right. Roll me a survival or nature check.
Survival or nature? You got it, dude. I'm pretty good at nature. Oh, Jesus Christ.
For you to grab this proficiency, it is going to require.
I'm pretty good at nature.
All right, for you to grab this, proficiency, it is going to be like 4 weeks of training under Carmi. So yeah, we'll say if you spent the time that you guys have been going so far, that would be like 6 out of the 28 days. So yeah, you are slowly but surely making your way to becoming somewhat decent with cook's utensils.
Yeah, I'm putting that on my sheet right now. Appreciate it.
Somewhat decent with cook's utensils. Check.
Type shit. But yeah, you chuck some Tarabasco in the perpetual stew, and you guys just spend some time, chatting and shit in the.
I feel like I'm like dapping it in. You gotta shake. You gotta hit the back of the hot sauce bottle, and I just drop the whole thing in. When I pull it back out, like the label isn't on, and I'm like, no one will notice. Like, it'll be fine. I just rolled a crit fail, so it's got to be something,
The cork's still in the pan.
I'm like, that's fine. It'll be fine.
Humans can eat
Never
those,
heard
right?
nobody. Yeah.
The stew will take on this like angry red tint. Carney will look over and be like, "The hell did you put in there, man?"
I put my foot in it. That's what they say, right? Not really. I would have
Put your
sanitized
foot
it
in
first.
the fucking stew.
It's like, you never heard that before? It's like what old people say sometimes when they're like, I'm just giving it my best shot, Carmi. This is for the crew.
Yeah, it's for the fucking crew. So let's try not to fuck it up. You understand?
Yeah, chef.
All right. Fuck out of my kitchen.
Pico starts to like sweat, and he's like, "What is happening? Is this a malfunction? Like, what's going on?" He's like starting to feel the pressure a little bit. And he's just like, "This is a whole different kind of heat." Like, he's like, "Is this character development?" Like,
All right. As you are helping him, what are you an idiot, son?
A tontata sandwich.
All right, up above. Let's see what happens next with the weather.
Hey, I have a question. Are we gonna get a long rest in between here and the prison?
Hopefully, if the weather permits it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's like a real rebounding effect here. You guys have gone from hail to heat to now freezing cold.
You said it's freezing cold?
Yeah, freezing cold.
Okay, I'm gonna turn into my monkey form.
Nice. So creatures flying over 500 feet in the air must make a con save or take cold damage. If a creature attempts to take a rest without cover or heat, they must make a con save or not gain any benefits. All cold damage rolls have a boost, and the cold lasts for 4 hours.
God damn.
So with Carmi in the kitchen, with this coal going, the bottom of the ship is actually quite toasty and warm. If you guys cram in there, you should be fine. But of course, the ship requires a helmsman, someone that's willing to brave the conditions.
Tito, go downstairs. You don't need to be exposed to these elements. I got this thick coat of fur. I can take over the helm.
I'm good in the cold.
Oh shit! They let me keep you company.
Hey, yo.
Not like that.
If Pico's notices like maybe like some condensation on the porthole after it was like swelteringly hot, it starts to get like more frigid. He's just assuming that within these 4 hours, the stew is going to be servable. He'll clear it with Carmi, and he'll probably bring a few up to warm the folks up top, whoever's staying up top.
All right, nice. Yeah, we'll say that there's enough stew to give them a serving. And I'll say with the stew, especially with the spicy boost to it, you guys up above, do either of you guys have resistance to cold damage? I think the Fishman does, right?
Nice.
I did not type that in chat, by the way. Dill, it showed me that you were the one typing. It said no chill Dylan's typing. I was like, oh, this son of a bitch. I think it.
You heard? Any of you guys have resistance to cold?
Nope.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna
I
argue
do.
that I
Anyone,
do.
above deck.
I'm gonna argue that I do. I
Yeah,
am
I have
covered in
resistance.
fur.
You said what? You're gonna argue that you do?
Yeah, dude, I'm covered in fur. I never. I don't know if I
He's
do.
gonna-
I don't know if it was discussed when we made like my zone form or anything, but I would argue that I would.
He's gonna pull a deal.
The
I
thing
mean,
is,
so
how long does your thing last for? Your zone for?
oh yeah, true. Or
Let me see.
not long enough.
You got 4 hours in you, bro. Pause.
Yeah.
Yeah, my zone form doesn't have a time limit. It doesn't say.
It should.
That
Can
can't
you
be
drop in the
right.
chat?
Yeah.
No, I mean it doesn't have a time limit.
Hold me closer for warmth. No, it actually doesn't say. That sucks. It
Let's
should say-
go.
Don't worry, I can fix this.
No, you don't have
But for
to.
the time,
You really
for the
don't
time
have to.
being,
I got you. Yeah, what is this food called? I'm pulling it up right now.
but for the time being,
The
you know,
fruit's
it
name
should work.
is Saru Saru no Mi
Jeremy.
model.
That's a dude, bro.
Oh, this is crazy, Lucas. I'm looking at this shit in the doc, and you copied everything except the last part, which talks about how long it lasts.
Classic Lucas. He just deleted it off his sheet like right before sending it.
I did.
Hold on, yeah,
No, I'm joking. I did it. I did it.
All right. So yeah, you got 3 minutes.
oh, shit.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going
He
down
said,
below.
"Step aside, I got this." Like
No, I
180
don't.
seconds later.
I mostly use it in
Oh.
combat, so like.
Yeah,
I would
it's
argue
designed around the
Pico's.
combat.
I would argue Picos has resistance to cold, being that he's operative based on hot sauce.
I would too, actually.
It's not that kind of hot, but I'm willing to
But,
brave. I'll take the damage if I need to. But yeah, I'm coming up here to serve whoever's up here. Some stew, some eternal stew, or what, perpetual stew.
Perpetual stew. It's
Kev,
actually
I can't
funny.
believe you put
the
that on
whole
my
zone
sheet
time
without
limit.
putting that on there.
Oh, it was me. My bad, man. My bad. My bad.
The gaslight, no me coming out.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's my no me. It allows me
But yeah,
to
dude, I've been running
guess.
Solons for like almost 2 years, and I don't think the time limit has ever been a factor. Because, like you said, it's usually just in combat. But I guess with this, it is certainly going to take a toll.
This
Yeah,
is
I'm going
combat.
down
We're
below deck.
combating hypothermia, guys. Like,
Facts. Okay. But I will stay with the stew that you provide, especially with the heat. Pretty much anyone that would be suffering from the effects of cold is not going to be affected. I'll write it into it later. But anyone that has resistance to cold damage is also not going to be affected. So really, it's just you could just leave Tito up here by himself for real.
I wouldn't do that. Tito's my friend. Tito is a homie. We bonded over spicy food before. When he was suffering from hallucinogenic side effects of a potted plant, I read him a bedtime story. Tito's a real one.
That's my
And I will
dog.
also
He said,
be
"That's
a
my
real
dog."
one. Yeah.
Man just got me. I'm not gonna lie.
So yeah, I like walk my way up the stairs and then hand him like a cup of soup or stew or whatever, and I was just like, I don't normally eat this kind of food, but I put a little spice in it, so it should help us out, stay a little warm. I'll give it a shot. And I like hold the cup over to him, and then I hold mine up to like cheers him, because I'm assuming he like yeah. So we cheers, and then we down the soup. Does he got to make a con save?
I would say normally he would, but the
Like
cold
balances
and the
out.
heat,
Yeah,
balance each other.
gotcha.
All right. Simon's taking notes. I'm gonna start taking notes as well, bro. I don't know how the hell
This
this
is crazy. This is I've in all of my years, my brother and I have never seen anything like this. Tito, what about you?
I mean, it's pretty cold under the water.
Do you guys get like hail under there too? I don't know how that works. Probably not, right?
I mean, I seen something like that on Tequila Wolf. I had to work and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's an interesting name. I think I read something about, or my brother might have told me something about that. We're thinking there might be revolutionaries there at some point, but we never ended up going that way.
Yeah, there was. They weren't open. I'll say that.
Shit.
Not in my time.
Now they seem to be everywhere. So maybe they are now. I don't know.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so.
Is that somewhere you'd want to go back to at some point?
Hell no.
You said you were hoping someone was helping. I don't know if you wanted to help.
Yeah, I ain't
Now
know.
that we got this big whole crew. We got some really strong people like Koga and Jijo. I know he's your best friend, right?
Nah, I don't know why you assume that. No.
And like when you're thick as thieves, like you and Jijo, I know you like want to maybe show each other your old stomping grounds or help out like where you can if they weren't like doing well enough. I don't know.
I would piss on Jijo if he was on fire.
Wow, you guys are so funny, you two. But it's like I don't really know like where my stomping grounds were. But like a part of me, feels like vicariously that for my brother and for my crew, for you guys, I would want to like help out if you guys wanted to revisit those places. It'd be like an adventure. Once we're done doing the jail thing.
Yeah, no type of adventure I want to be on.
Okay.
I want to set sail from this place.
All right, as you guys are chatting away above deck, braving the elements down below, Beast, you settle in, you smoke some herbs. What the? All right, Jijo is your plug, I guess. And
this was established
you
as canon.
I believe. But yeah, you start to meditate a little bit, and you settle into the stupor. You tried doing this for the past couple days, and you've had like strange experiences every time. Most of them have revolved around you kind of just like running in a field of darkness, running from what or towards what you are unsure. There is this like screeching sound that accompanies you as you run, not unlike the screeches that you let out yourself when you're in your zone form. I'm gonna ask for a religion check.
Alrighty.
All right, you want to do anything else?
I don't think there's anything I can do to that.
Okay.
Shit.
All right, we'll see how this goes. Okay, so you this time you don't find yourself in a field of darkness. Rather, you find yourself on a wooden raft in the middle of a stream. There's this ethereal fog surrounding you, and strange, vivid jungle plant life all around you. The stream is rushing forward, kind of like trying to sweep you up, but somehow this raft is staying strong in the middle of the area. It's just untouched. You can drop your token, like right there. You are surrounded by this strange plant life, and as you kind of take a look around, in the shadows of the trees and the undergrowth, you have the strange, distinct feeling that you're being watched from above. The water is coursing down, and you can't see over the top of the waterfall, but it is just like roaring. And behind you, the water just it just kind of like collects into this pool. There's these strange red leaves floating around, and like I said, there's this whole bioluminescent glow around this whole thing. It is quite the strange sensation. What would you like to do?
You said I can feel a presence watching me?
Yeah, as if there's tiny little eyes in the undergrowth staring holes into your soul.
Who's there? Is someone there? I've never seen something like this before when I've done this. Man, this place would be pretty if it wasn't so fucking creepy.
You look around, calling out to the noises, and they will echo around you. These angry cries, these angry screeches. It just seem to get louder and louder and louder until you'll see like emerging around you in the water, as if they're like apples. They'll just bob up, and you'll see a bunch of monkeys. They're all just like staring at you. They have this like strange wooden smile on their face. I'll ask for a insight or a perception check real quick.
You said insight or perception?
Insight or perception.
They're the same, so it doesn't really matter which one. Damn, should have went with insight.
All right, well, the 7, you can't really tell like where they're from. You've never seen these kind of monkeys before. They're just like emerging from the water, staring at you with these wooden smiles. One of them, the one closest to you on your left or whatever, will open its mouth, and there'll be like a gurgling sound as part of the mouth is underwater, and it'll just like gurgle some words at you, like a platypus.
What was that, sir? I didn't quite hear you. Yeah, once again, mouth in the water. I'm not getting a thing here.
All right, there is like a, as you look around, it's strange. These things will all begin to gurgle and gargle, and you'll notice that the water level in your little pond is beginning to rise. It's kind of engulfing you and the raft. The water from on top of the waterfall is going to rush down even more. And slowly but surely, it'll like the water will engulf the raft, start creeping up your legs, and you'll have that familiar feeling of being paralyzed as the water just seems to start to envelop you. You look around frantically, using what little movement you have, trying to identify something, anything, and there will just be this booming sound coming from the top of the waterfall. A massive dawn that echoes throughout the entire area. Where is it? Dawn. Here. Oh my god!
That was so loud.
This massive dawn that just echoes through, and with that, your consciousness will slip, and you will find yourself in a cold sweat back on the ship.
And like my hands are shaking, and I stand up, and I'm a little shaky, like, so it takes me a moment to get up, and then I just start writing down exactly everything I see in my little notebook that I was just using to like write down all the thing about the blood.
All right, you will feverishly write down everything that you just saw, everything that you just experienced. I'll ask for a history check or a religion check to try and decipher what the fuck was going on.
Okay, yes. Man, both are the same. Let's go. Dice gods, bless me!
Ooh, nice. All right, with an 18, you begin to write down what it is that you saw. You compare it to experiences that you've seen from other Delphi users, marine logs, eyewitness accounts, stuff like that. And this seems to be wholly unique. You've never heard of any zone user having to deal with strange visions and like out of body experiences. You get the feeling that there is something more to your fruit. What that is, you have no idea.
Yeah. Okay, that's fucking awesome. That's more than what I thought I was gonna get this session, so let's go.
I will say, Simon, down below, his door will be shut, but you will distinctly hear like monkey screeches coming from his room.
Oh shit! I just dropped an ashtray. Wait. I'll go over and knock on the door. Be like, "You good? You good in there, boys? What's going on?"
Yeah, I'm good. I dozed off for a second and had a nightmare. But I'm good. Just some monkeys like trying to drown me or whatever.
If you're jacking off, you can just say
real
it.
quick. real quick. As he's talking, Simon, this is all you'll hear.
Oh yeah, then I open the door.
Like this is all that's coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, I open the door.
You'll see him, like how he normally looks, scribbling in his notebook. But if you say anything, as he opens the door, Beast, that is all that he will hear. It's just monkey noise.
I'm gonna, boys, you're just making monkey noises. I can't. Like, you need to. I don't speak monkey.
What do you mean? I'm speaking fine. So you hear.
You. We don't have another doctor on. You know what? I'll be
Beast
back
points
in a
up his
minute.
finger. No, Beast points up his finger, and he turns the page in his notebook away from his like what he'd just been writing, and he writes down. To me, it's like I'm speaking perfectly normal.
I don't
All right,
know
when you
if
take
you
a
can
look at the
hear me or
notebook,
not.
you will just
Oh,
see.
shit.
No,
Okay.
I'm playing. It'll be written in a readable language.
Okay, I don't know if he can hear me, so I'll take my notebook and I'll reply with the same. Well, you sound like a fucking monkey to me.
And then I scribble back. Yeah, I fucking heard that. And like I do like a what the fuck face at him. Like.
Yeah, I would join.
You need to get your throat checked, brother.
What the fuck is happening here?
He's talking monkey noise.
Oh, hi, Koga. But all you hear is. And
Why
then
did this happen?
Beast writes down, and he said, okay, so full disclosure, this is what he's writing down. I was meditating. I had this weird vision where a bunch of monkeys came around me. I think it had something to do with my devil fruit, and now I'm screeching like a monkey.
Want me to hit you in the head, maybe you get back?
What?
You know, alright, Koga, you try that. I'm gonna go get Picos. Maybe
Yeah, I'm
he
gonna
knows
punch
a
you in the
little
head.
bit about it.
Let's go.
And
I'll
I
give you a
walk up
thumbs
to
up
get
as you
Picos.
punch me in the face. Like.
No, she kept that.
Oh, that hits, by
I
the
mean,
way.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Yeah.
Roll damage.
Yeah. That's it's the damaging.
Nice.
Hey, crazy eights for crazy apes. Like, oh.
Hey, brother, boys is speaking in monkey noises only, and we don't really have any doctors on the crew besides him. But you're pretty nifty with that kind of stuff, no? I mean, you helped me with all of my shit.
I can take a look if he's having a bit of a malfunction. Yeah, like you want to stay up here with Tito?
Yeah, but I can do that. He's malfunctioning for sure. Real bad malfunctioning.
Okay, I pull out my toolbox and I'm just like looking for like a wrench and a saw, and I'm like, I'll fix him right up.
I'm gonna shout after you. I think it's in the throat.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I got expertise in that or whatever after the whole Ginny stuff. Like, so I'm gonna walk myself downstairs and I'll just kind of go over this way. And I'm just like, "What's up, Koga? What seems to be the damage here?"
Hold on, wait. I picture this as you walk in the room, you see Beast giving a thumbs up to Koga punching him in the face, and then Beast saying, "Did it work?" As blood comes out of his nose, like.
Yeah. We have to wait for Kevin now.
Yeah.
Oh my god. While it's happening, I'm just gonna start pulling out like some simple, like, tools. You see like a screwdriver and like a saw and like some clamps and shit. And I'm just like, okay, so I guess the easiest way to figure this all out is like, go ahead and start by laying down if you could, boys. Standard procedures, like how many fingers am I holding up? And I hold up like 6 fingers, and I'm assuming I just hear like a whale.
We're waiting on Cab to confirm if me being punched in the face worked or not. But I want you to know that if it didn't, I'm gonna be looking at you with that confused man meme, where like the guy's like all blurry and the question marks are around him. Like,
I'm back. What happened?
Koga punched me in the
punched
face.
him.
Did it work? Am I still speaking as an ape?
Give me a medicine check, Josh. DC 20.
Yo.
Hey, he's in my office, and this is a medical procedure I approve. Do I get to give him
Punch
some help?
medic.
I am the
So
punch
funny.
medic.
You can. We're gonna help him. I'll say just the area. We'll give him help.
Let's go.
So what others see?
Does he still speak monkey?
I'll roll it again. We'll see.
All right.
Yeah. You just
So I
sock him in the
say,
face, man. Yeah, you
So
just
then,
sock him in the face, and he'll take some damage.
Yeah, that's
So he's still broken. He's still not great.
Yeah.
Anytime he talks, both of you guys just hear monkey.
Yeah, so Simon went up deck and got me, seeing if I could help him. So I came down here, and now I'm breaking out like the tools. I've got like a screwdriver and a saw and like a wrench, and I'm having him lay down, and I'm going through like the typical like checking of his vitals and like his like senses and does he have his wits about him. So I do like basically a field sobriety test.
Do I pass it?
And,
I did have some of Jijo's herb.
Yeah, you can
Crazy.
see his pupils are slightly dilated. He's got this like little like a few second or like a few millisecond delay to any questions that you ask him, and obviously he's still speaking monkey. But you suspect that this is more than just like a simple high. There's something deeper going on here. And I will say, with the tools at hand, you're unable to diagnose them. You really have no idea what's going on.
I'm gonna
roll
hold
like
up my. Oh, good.
I was gonna say, can I roll like an insight or medicine?
If you did, it would be basically what I just told you. This is beyond your area of expertise.
Okay. I was just gonna see if like I could maybe discern that this is obviously something devil fruit related. Because I think my character would have an idea if he could properly discern that that is the case, which I think it's fair, but I wanted to ask.
Yeah, you'll be able to tell, especially after seeing him turn into a monkey.
I was like, oh, okay. So if this is a side effect of one fruit that he ate, maybe we gotta feed him another fruit. And I pull out like a piquant berry, and I'm just like I just like force it down your throat, and, I just like
That heals me for
like,
one, right?
It does.
Yeah.
And there's like a bit of a spice, like a kick to it. So I don't know if that like refires some of the neurons or something, you know, that might be.
And Beast will say what's more. Did it work?
Give me a 1d100.
You want me to, or do you want to, Lucas?
I got this.
I'll just take the first one.
Dice gods,
Okay.
smile upon me.
Lucas has been rolling like shit. Oh, okay, that's not bad.
All right. As he forces the berry down your throat, you'll have this like burning sensation as it like goes down the wrong hole, and you're like coughing and racking, like this. What is it? Throat burn or whatever. But as you like cough and spit, and you ask, "Did it work?" It will be in a language that these guys can understand.
Let's go.
All right, that's an improvement.
Exactly. At least I can talk.
Oh, well, good thing that worked. Otherwise, I was gonna just have to do a full replacement on the whole throat area. And I start putting the saw away.
Pikosh, we really need to have that conversation about like how mine or Koga's anatomy would work versus how like your anatomy works.
I guess. I mean, an upgrade's an upgrade. I don't know if I would. Don't knock it till you try it. You could use it in a few places.
What? Shit. What? He said, I think I'm good now, though.
I whispered under my breath using the lip upgrade that I got from Jenny to so that only he could hear me saying you could use it in a couple places. So I was just it's kind of a flex. It's kind of a burn,
Yeah.
All right. As you guys are dealing with all that shit, we will go back up to the top deck. I guess as the weather rolls in once more. You guys have been at sea for about, I think, 5 or 6 hours up this, plus a couple days. Obviously.
So I have a piece of the Weaver card. How much of it is left now? Or no, that was not how it worked. We had 5 days. So how long has it been since we spoke to her?
I think it was it was 5 days. I guess the window that she gave you would be enough time for you guys to get to the prison. So we'll say 5 days from now is the deadline. So you are 2 days out from the prison, and then you'll have 3 days to figure out whether or not you want to kill this guy, if you can find him, that is, and if you don't die in the process, obviously. But the Beaver card will just be inching in the same direction that that you guys are headed in. So it seems like you're on the right track. All right.
But yeah, well, I'm gonna sit up in the crow's nest and keep an eye out.
All right.
I'll be just shuffling through my older notes, probably from way back when, trying to figure out a little bit more about this book and how it works. While we're just on the open sea, anyways.
All right. Bet. Once again, it is fucking cold as shit. Let's see. Ooh, only 2 hours. So yeah, anyone taking servings from the perpetual stew will be able to stay above. Tito having his resistance to cold damage will also be fine. So I guess it's a good point to ask if you guys have anything that you're working towards in your downtime. I know Picos is working on that skill proficiency or tool proficiency. Beast is messing around with the blood and his fruit. What are the rest of you guys doing in your downtime? Anything that you're working towards? Any roleplay shit you want to be doing? I think I introduced downtime feats, right? You'll be able to train for a bunch of bonus feats equal to your proficiency bonus. Depending on what you do, it'll change how much time it takes, or if there's any other skill challenges or other challenges that you need to accomplish.
I am probably just gonna be chain smoking while I'm furiously scribbling notes and trying to figure out what is going on with this book and how it's managed to capture, how it can even unfold, how does the infinite pages work, all of these things I've never really considered before. Now I've seen a couple devil fruits, and Simon can't help but start linking those things together. So I'm gonna start trying to see if I can unravel what's going on within the book.
All right. So you spent some time doing that. Let me just pull it up real quick. So what I need you to roll. Okay, bet. Give me a flat intelligence or charisma check. DC is 17.
Yeah.
So you spend some time, or pretty much your downtime, trying to figure out what is going on. But it is incredibly complicated, and there's a lot of just dead ends as you toss around theories. You're making this conspiracy board of potential ideas. And the crow's nest over the course of the next few days will be covered in cigarette butts and crumpled up pieces of paper as you test theory after theory after theory.
Bit. I'm just gonna keep going.
All right, rest of you guys.
You know, I haven't thought about it, but I probably like something like Hawk and Monolith. I don't know how to work to that though.
All right. I don't know what you do outside of combat. I can give you a challenge in combat. I'll just DM it to you. Robin, Cobra.
Yeah, what?
What type of stuff would your character be working on towards their downtime or in their downtime? Feats, skill props,
Yeah, I
shit
think
like
I
that.
would. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get initiating another kata.
All right, bet. Okay, as you're training for that, I'll say give me a athletics check. And if there's anything like special that you're doing, let me know.
Yeah, I guess I would train with Jijo.
I bet. Athletics check.
Yeah,
Okay.
try to get the same kata.
With a 17, you are slowly but surely working towards some kind of kata. I guess, like flavor-wise, what type of skill or martial art would you be working on? Whether it's like reducing damage or outputting more damage, what type of stuff are you trying to do here?
Yeah, I think I would go for the water kata too. Yeah, to work on grapples and try to mitigate damage in another way, not harden the muscles, the body, but yeah, other.
Alright, grapple and mitigating damage.
Yeah.
I bet. I will say you're not able to unlock anything right now or over the next couple of days, but for the purposes of your discipline mindset, I will give you a inspiration.
Nice.
Okay.
Is he within eye shot of me within 30 feet?
Probably not if you're working in the kitchen for the most part.
I mean, I'm kind of all over the place. I'll be like, I put it in chat. I'm kind of working to help Carmi in the kitchen when I can and upgrade the kitchen a bit, but also keeping, charting a course and making sure we're staying on it. I'll hold the helm down as needed since I don't really need like to sleep or, bathroom breaks. So I'll be doing that and then helping out Tito a lot with repairs as well. I'm just kind of trying to be like an all-arounder. And like technological advancements is like the main name of the game, but I don't really think there's anything that I'm not about to reinvent the wheel here on this ship right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Also give me a 1d100, 40 or higher. You can also get an inspiration from what was it? Energetic.
Koga. Oh yeah, from energetic. Yeah. Nope. Very cool. Worth the shot.
All right. Dillium Hoodie Robin. Anything that's working on your downtown?
I remember planning it out, but I didn't have it written down on my character sheet. So for the time being, I'm just gonna have him spar with Tito to get what he's working on done and to keep myself battle ready.
All right, do you guys want to play out this combat?
Fuck no, baby.
Can his damage be simulated? That he can mitigate or reduce, negate?
Nope.
So why are you asking, bro?
What do you mean, why am I asking?
Why wasting time, bro? Let's do this shit then.
Yet. What?
Let's run it.
You actually want to fight?
Nigga, there ain't no other way.
There's no point in using it up as the downtime if we can't stimulate the downtime, so we might as well play it out.
I'm about to leave soon, so.
How's that gonna work, bro? You want me to fight for you?
Nigga, that's up to you, bro. I'm asking you.
I'm asking you, man. Do you want to fight or not?
Okay, sure, bro.
Yo, you don't sound like you want to fight with me.
Yeah, I'm about to leave. That's what I'm saying.
All right, we'll say that you don't fight them.
All right.
Hope you enjoy your day, man. Always a pleasure having you around. Okay. Let's see. I guess at this point the freezing cold would pass. And we'll see what develops next. Please be some regular shit.
Oh, freezing cold.
Yeah, I gotta check if this shit is broken. Did I?
Pulling up on the East Pole or some shit. That's what's happening.
Right? East Pole is wild.
Oh, I think I had a dupe. Let me try it again. Oh, okay, nice. All right. Yeah, you're chilling.
Literally.
So yeah, the next few hours will pass without much worry, and we'll say that you guys are inching closer and closer to the prison. In fact, I'll say that over the course of the next 24 hours or so, or like the next 18 hours, you guys are taking rotating shifts, watching the helm, making sure that nothing crazy is happening. Anyone that wants to can take a long rest.
Yep.
As you guys are just chilling along
thank God.
the east move. Let me roll for this guy.
This is a day that's gone by now.
It is like 24 hours until you reach the prison.
Oh yeah, but has it been with this long rest, has it been 24 hours since we left?
Yeah, it's been a couple days since you left.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys will spend your time doing your downtime shit. This next 24 hours, I'll be rolling weather to decide if there's anything that happens. Otherwise, it'll be smooth sailing until you arrive at the prison.
Let's go!
So let's see. Oh my god.
Oh, it's bad.
All right. Torrential rain. It is very bad. It is not night. It is the crack of dawn. So the area is not heavily obscured. Checks using navigator's tools to determine your location based on celestial observations are made with disadvantage. Creatures flying over 500 feet in the air have total cover, but must make a DC 15 con save or take cold damage. All fire damage has a -10. All lightning and cold damage has a +5. Rest is impossible. May cause flooding. Creatures outside with conductible material are prone to lightning strikes.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Peace, y'all.
big ghost. Yeah.
Let me just hop up in the crow's nest. Like, I'll keep watch. Like,
The longer you spend outside, the more chance of having to make a DC 17 dex save or taking 8d6 lightning damage halved on a success. The rain lasts for 1d or just an hour if it wasn't already raining. It wasn't, so just an hour. And each hour, roll a d100 to see if the severity increases. The roll must be lower than 10W, so just 10. Okay, so with all this, who is staying above deck?
not
Well, I can stay above deck if I'm needed there. If not,
Well, there is a chance of flooding, so you would want to make sure that the ship is not capsized.
I think I'll stay in the crow's nest and see if I can keep an eye out for like waves that we. Cause you know how like when you're
They
out
call them
sailing,
rogues.
if there's a really big wave, you wanna hit it head on and break the wave, right? So
Yeah.
I want to try and keep an eye out for those waves and see if there's like, if I can give Tito a shout in time so he can try and steer the ship directly into the wave so we can break it. instead
Alright.
of capsizing.
I believe Tito has his great axe on him, which is technically metallic. So he will like stash everything that he has below deck.
I'll stash my metallic stuff below deck too, so the only thing I have on me is my book actually.
Alright, bet. Now I should mention that you're probably gonna need some people below deck as well to watch out for flooding because
Dibs.
the portcullis holes are open.
Yeah,
or
same.
the ore holes are open.
I'm gonna shut
There's
those
also
ore
a king
holes.
hole. I bet. Yeah, that's probably wise. So yeah, you guys like make sure that everything down below is shut. Simon and Tito are the ones staying up. Tito is at the helm. I think he's the helmsman, right? Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is anyone else going up?
I can go up.
Are you stashing your metallic gear?
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else?
Not I.
Nope.
Okay. So rest is impossible for this 1 hour, but that wouldn't have been much rest in the first place anyway. Okay. So as you are stanced up on the crow's nest, I will ask for a perception or investigation check to see if you can spot these rogue massive waves. Okay. With a 15, you can, a couple minutes into the storm, as rain is pouring down all around you guys and lightning is flashing overhead. She might have some ambient sounds. Yeah. Dial it down a little bit. Oh, we can get this too. Some ocean waves as you guys are sailing through the storm or the rain. So yeah, with a 15, you will spot a wave that needs to be crested, properly broke through, and Tito will have to make a water vehicle check to try and wrestle control. I'll say he'll use his strength. Doesn't have any inspos. Is anyone going to be able to help him?
I was about to ask if I could help. I have proficiency in water vehicles already.
All right, the two of you man the wheel together and try to. Oh. Again. Okay. With a 25, he will be able to steer the ship properly, just breaking through the wave, and you guys will continue sailing on. Down below, I'll ask for a investigation or perception check from anyone there to try and see if there's anything seeping in through the cracks, anything like that. It is a rocky ride.
Yeah, what's your perception?
My perception is +5. My investigation's a +6.
Yeah, do yours then. Mine are both force.
Ooh, F.
All right.
Are we flooding, boys?
Let me roll something. Oh, okay. You guys aren't able to notice anything down below. Yeah. All right, back above, same deal.
Looks good. It looks good down here.
He goes just like casually looks around. Yeah, it's good. We're good. Nothing crazy.
Everything's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, up above, another perception or investigation from Simon. Nice. All right, once again, you will spot another wave that needs to be crested. So Tito will once again try to do so. Ooh. Okay, with a 12, you will not be able to fully mitigate the damage, and there will be like a crashing into the hull that will inflict some damage on the ship. But ships are designed for this kind of thing, so it's not going to be too much. Same thing down below. I'll ask for another investigation or perception check to see if you notice anything.
I
I'm
got it
assuming
this
that's me.
time.
You got it? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it looked all good. I don't really see the point.
No, I don't.
You know.
Fuck! Yeah, it looks pretty good to me too. Yeah.
All right. Once again, you guys don't notice a single thing. The lights are flickering.
He shows me some of Jijo's herb.
I'm like, here, Pico, try some of this.
If you say so.
All right. One final investigation or perception up above. Damn, good rolls. All right. Once again, Tito will spot something, and he will try to sail through. And this time, with the help of Robin, you guys will break the wave properly, and there will be nothing that damages the ship. Down below, you know the drill.
All right,
Got
Vex.
this.
Yeah.
I got this. Okay.
Dice gods. Betrayed
All
us.
right. With a 14, you guys don't notice anything seeping through.
Hell
But as you guys as the rain clears up, you guys will make like some checks all around to make sure that nothing crazy has happened. And I will say the ship has incurred some damage from everything that's gone on. All right, 6 points of damage to the hull, no crippling damage. Okay, yeah. Not too bad, but definitely could be better. The ship is a little banged up, but nothing serious. As you guys continue sailing on. Oh my god. All right. As the rain clears up, there is now buffeting winds. So yeah, we'll see if this will harm you or help you. I'm gonna roll this D8. I'm gonna say anything from a 6 to an 8 inclusive will be beneficial. Anything from a 1 to a 3 will be detrimental.
Davy
4 or 5
Loans.
will be unaffected.
Give us an 8 and my life is yours.
I mean,
All
we're
right.
unaffected, so.
You are unaffected, and this rain will last for 4 hours. So yeah, that is another 5 hours total down. You are 19 hours away from the prison. At this point, everyone is making plans, getting ready and shit. Hopefully to get a good night's sleep before you guys make your way over there. Carmi is still hard at work on his perpetual stew. Drainer and Maximilian, at this point, Drainer is like fully invested, and she's suggesting ideas to Maximilian, who's nodding along. Their conversation has become increasingly nonsensical over the past few days.
They're having a whole ass Coke discussion right now.
Like,
Let me tell you about my business idea.
Trainer's like, so once we rip the prison out from the mines and then we transport it back to Kozia, we'll be able to just grab anyone that we need to. Maximilian was like, exactly, yeah. Don't worry, I've been training. I got this. And he'll flex. Let's see. Oh shit, look at that. More wins. Same deal. 6 to 8 beneficial, 1 to 3 knocked. Ooh, there we go. And let's see how long they last.
Ride like the wind.
All right. So 3 hours. How fast does it ship move?
We're fast as hell. We are speed, guys.
So you guys are moving at 2 miles per hour. Now you're up to 5. So your travel time is basically decreased by something like that. Yeah, makes sense. So 4 times as fast. in the course of 3 hours. I will say you guys are basically gonna burn like 12 hours worth of travel time. I think
Let's
that's about
go.
right. Or I think it would be 8. We'll just round up. We'll say 10. Okay, so after all this is said and done, you guys are exactly 6 hours away from the prison. The buffeting winds have been very, very helpful, and you guys are just speeding along, zipping along. In fact, you'll be able to probably get there at around nightfall. Yeah, with this last 6 hours, let me do one more weather roll. See what happens.
Ain't no way.
Oh shit!
Get the fuck out of here.
This could be bad.
Just hanging out in the
Ooh,
crow's
okay.
nest.
All right, so with another 2 hours, you guys are fine. Although I will say your water stores are running kind of low. But you know, you could always collect some rainwater if that happens. But yeah, with the last leg of your journey to the prison, you guys are braving the heat, and it is nothing too serious. And then after all that, you guys will eventually spot it on the horizon. Simon and the Crow's Nest, you'll be the first one to see it. A set of islands jutting out of a set of like rocky formations jutting out of the sea, connected by bridges and with various like lights and buildings atop of them. You guys will finally see Muji Prison. I'm gonna say at this point some rain starts to come down as it hits night, to truly set the scene for a daring jailbreak. Now, let me put you guys on the map real quick.
Let me put you on long game.
Okay, so you guys can the blueprints are in your handouts if you want to make comparisons, but it seems to be pretty accurate. This building here, let me get the different color. This building here is the lighthouse. This building here are the living quarters of the guards and the Marines. Here is the docks. A bunch of Marine ships are likely to be posted there. This here is the mines where, you know, prisoners from cell block 1 are sent to work and mine. This here is the vault. As Maximilian said, if there is a log post in this place, it is most definitely in there. This here is cell block 2, where prisoners are kept, and obviously cell block 1, where more prisoners are kept. There's a set of docks interconnecting the cell block 1 and the mine. Every day, the prison guards transport prisoners there to mine and gather shit. Okay, I believe that is at the start of every day. So if you guys are striking in the middle of the night, they will not be being transported. You'll have to wait until daybreak for that. What else? Maximilian told you that a key to the vault could be found in the lighthouse. So you probably want to head there at some point. He also said his captain, Captain Gojira, was kept in cell block 1. And with your Beaver card, I'll say you're not quite able to tell which building it's pointing to or which the mini island is pointing to. You're going to have to get a little bit closer before you can do that. You guys are currently about 2 miles off the shore of this place, so an hour's travel to get to the islands. As everyone gathers on the main deck to take a look, you guys are all planning and shit, trying to figure out what the best course of action is, and every head will slowly turn to the captain, waiting for the call. Oh, before that, one final thing. You collected some marine greaves from Yarmani before you guys left Kozia and Lusu Kingdom. I don't remember how many outfits you got.
We had 2 made, one for me and one for boys.
All right, bet. So you got that as well.
Yeah,
So-
I believe
Go
the
ahead.
plan was too that we climb up the lighthouse, right? Me and
Yeah,
Simon.
my suggestion was that I I'd take you, and then we'd fly straight to the lighthouse. You keep an eye out while I go up and snatch the key.
Yeah.
All right. Is that what you guys are doing?
I believe that because I don't have a swim speed, like, but with Tito's help, I am semi-aquatic. And I think we were gonna run like a diversion, if that's correct.
Sounds correct to me.
Like if needed. I don't think we're just gonna go start shit randomly, but like as needed. You know, you know what I mean?
Dex, is there a panda or Kev? Is there a panda man on this map?
Nah, I stole this bitch. Shout out to me. Okay, so you guys are 2 miles offshore. What is your flying speed, Dex?
I think I calculated that I could. I mean, normally it's 35, but I can double dash.
All right. I'll say if you're taking breaks to account for exhaustion from consecutive dashes, it's going to take you about 2 hours to fly from where you're at to the lighthouse. That is what's your strength score, and do you have powerful build?
So I have powerful build, but my strength score is only 10, although I only have a total weight of 61 right now.
All right, so you should be able to carry up to 300 pounds with one powerful build. I think that's right. Yeah. Lucas, how much do you weigh? And how much gear do you have on you?
I mean,
Tell me now.
Ecos.
I don't weigh that much. Like,
Oh,
You made a medal.
my character weighs 210 pounds.
With my equipment, I weigh 294 pounds.
Oh,
Just
okay. Well, he also has the shit that he's carrying, so that'll put
Yeah,
you.
he said with that.
Yeah, that's with my equipment.
I'm talking about Dex because he's got 60 work on him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you guys are gonna have to shed around 50 something pounds. Otherwise, you'll be moving at half speed, and it'll take even longer to get there.
I
Yeah,
can carry some stuff. We just leave shit.
I was gonna say I'm gonna leave some stuff. I'm gonna leave my quarterstaff on the boat.
All right.
Do I need my herbalism kit?
Water skin. I'll drop my hemp. Bro, what's the best way to do this? Can I just unclick the check? Oh, okay, yeah, I can.
Yeah, probably.
You might need your rope for a heist.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave my alchemist supplies.
It doesn't remove the weight when I unclick it though, but that would be 5. I can leave the crowbar.
Oh yeah, it doesn't. You're right.
Backpack.
I've already dropped 12 pounds for us. Let me see what else.
I can't drop much more unless I start dropping weapons and shit.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. How much have you dropped?
I guess I can.
I'm gonna leave my pole of angling. That's my special item from the start of the game.
I dropped 15.
I've dropped 14. We're at 29.
So if you guys get 20 more, you'll be good.
Perfect. I'll leave all 10 of my rations on the boat.
Good call.
I can leave some rations too, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
That's so he can bring his pole of angling. Yeah.
Y'all might need to incite a riot. You can use the rations to help.
I'll bring one ration. Like I'll bring a couple of rations. But
I would say I dropped when I dropped that 10. That was the exact 20 we needed. So
I mean, if he needs to, if Simon needs to incite a riot, I think the cigarettes will be enough. Like we're doing a prison break. Come on now, like.
I do have cigarettes. I have 30 packs of cigarettes or some shit.
Yeah, he's got plenty. It's crazy.
Okay. So that is a team of 2 that's all ready to set out. Tito and Picos is another team of 2. These guys are heading towards the lighthouse. Tito and Picos, where are you guys headed to?
I think we were going to kind of try to position ourselves near the docks. Not like I don't know, somewhere, because you said there's docks in between the mines and the cell blocks.
Uh-huh.
So someplace internal, where we would be able to report information to the others, you know, if necessary, on like the trap, like once the morning, you know, like whatever, like the transportation happens, that's kind of like when we want to coordinate our shit, right?
Okay, so you guys are gonna hit the island and just camp out for like a good 8 to 10 hours. I'm not, trying to shit on your plan. I'm just asking.
Well, I don't know if we
Well,
need
we
to be on the island entirely that long, but we want to be able to coordinate for when security is like most lax in other areas. So, I mean, we don't need to like leave the ship immediately, but the goal is that by time the morning transport happens, we would be through an aquatic route, like going underneath to try to like avoid detection. We would be trying to hit up the docks by the cell block.
Okay, but so how long are you gonna wait before you head out? I'll say with his swimming speed, you guys can get close to the island in about the same time as the flyers. It'll be about a 2-hour swim for you guys to get there.
Yeah, so I would take my time to make sure that I had obviously rest casted for my piquant berries and gotten everything prepared. I don't think I need to ditch any equipment at all, nor does Tito. So I don't know. I'm just kind of running by like the plan with everybody, figuring out what would be the best. So like we are trying to, you guys get the key from the lighthouse, and then as soon as the morning transportation goes, we sneak in through the cell blocks to get to the vault. Is that the plan?
I think so, yeah.
Do we have to get the key before they can do that, though? I wasn't there for the initial discussion.
We need the key for the vault. We don't need the key for the cell block.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but if we go in the morning, the captain isn't going to be in the cell blocks. He's going to be in the mine.
Yeah,
all the
we need to get my captain. It's very integral to the plan.
No, I was saying that above table, but yeah.
Yeah, so am I. No,
we don't really need to get his thing.
I don't care too much about this guy, but we need the vault for sure. So like if we can maybe while me and Tito are at the docks, scope out what's up with this captain and find a way to get him before the transport, then maybe it would be advantageous for us to show up a little bit earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and where's the kid?
You were gonna have to get closer to the island before you can discern that.
Makes sense.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I guess
420. No, sorry.
I guess figuring out where the captain is, and then just making sure that we have like communicative lines between us and Simon, so that we know when the transport is happening and when security is going to be the most lax, is what me and Tito are trying to do.
Oh shit. Yeah, how are you guys planning to communicate?
I won't call them because they're trying to sneak in and steal a thing, but they can try to call us. Am I able to maybe try to figure out a way to silence the little baby snail that I got from Jenny?
Look, do you have a addendum? Simon? There's only one across the crew, right? Am I tripping?
No, there's two.
We have
There's
the
the
Marine
military one.
Denden.
Yeah.
Marine Denden that I have, and then there's the one other.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the one that Jenny gave me.
Yeah. I think that one was to contact the Revs, right?
Yes.
And the Marine one is like tapped into the whole Marine network. So technically speaking, you guys wouldn't be able to use that to communicate with one another. But the Marine one might be able to be used to tap into the Denda network on this island, if there is one.
Is there any level of
it has to do with
tinkering?
Didn't it?
Like, is there any level of like tinkering with the frequencies, or maybe just animal handling? Can I ask these snails really nicely to talk to each other, or like I don't know, whatever? Is there a role I can do?
I'll say with a DC 23 Tinker's Tools check, you might be able to reconfigure them.
Tinker's Tools. DC 23. Okay, am I able to guide myself?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go. Okay. Please.
Let's
go, double double green.
That's a soft. That's a soft 30, my friend.
That's a hard 30.
No, that doesn't exist.
That is a hard
100 is rolled.
30 on 30, baby.
All right. With a 30, I will say you were so successful in reconfiguring these snails that you'll be able to replicate each of their functions onto one another. So not only will they be able to communicate with each other, but both snails will be able to contact revolutionaries and tap into Marine info networks.
Dude.
Let's
go.
This isn't going to do anything if your shit's being tapped. Obviously, you still got to watch out for that. But I believe with Ginny's setup, if you're calling revs, it's with an untraceable line, so you'll be able to avoid detection. But if you're tapping into Marine networks, and especially if you're broadcasting, there is a good chance that you can be traced across both snails.
Okay, so I feel like we should just use these as one-way lines through the Rev channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They'll still be able to talk to each other.
I guess we're wearing the uniforms too. I want to say that while we're approaching. Or are we waiting to put them on after we land?
No, I think we should put them on beforehand.
The thing is, I'm not going to call you. And if we keep it on like the channel that is only between like the one-to-one communication, then you won't have to worry about anyone else calling you. But so the whole thing is like you call us when you're done and we can relay information to you. That way we don't blow your heist. Because I don't want to call you and have your cell phone go off in the middle of you trying to like steal the diamond. You know what I mean? Like.
All right. Okay. So it seems like you guys have teams and how you are going to, or when you're going to leave, and a method of communication. Robin and Koga, what are you guys going to do alongside the NPCs? What do you want them to do?
Probably walk in and go straight to the vault and then just wait for Simon and boys to bring the key.
All right. How do you plan to approach?
Is the only like place where we can get into the prison island the docks on the top, right?
The bridges are like you can sail under the bridges, so you can go to the docks on either end. You can moor your ship like next to one of the islands and try to sail or try to climb the cliffs. But you can see they've got like watchtowers on every island. So docking or mooring your ship anywhere around there is probably going to be pretty bad. There is a rowboat on the ship if you want to try taking that. Or you can just, I mean, you can't swim. Maybe Kube could see.
Use Jijo as a flotation device.
I don't think he can hold Robin. I don't think he can hold Robin.
He's big swole. He got this.
I repeat my phrase. I don't think Jijo can handle it.
Here's an alternative idea. What if Picos and Pito try and get one of the boats that's already docked, sail it out, meet you halfway, and then you sail back on the docked boat, or the boat that you stole?
I mean, we
that
have
way there's not an
dinghies.
extra. Yeah, but that means there's not an extra dinghy there for them to become suspicious.
I don't know how the hell we're gonna sail a boat in. The whole point of us going through underwater was to not be detected.
Oh yeah, I meant to go.
Sailing
you
a
guys
boat-
Still go in.
Yeah, sailing a boat
and-
out and then back in seems a lot more like crazy. You know what I mean?
Me and Dex are going full heist. Gotta cover all
Josh,
the
you down
bases.
to
You
just
could,
park at the docks and slow walk our way to the vault?
Yeah, I was gonna say you can just declare full-on war on the prison and shoot the cannons at them. Then they'd have their attention on you.
I
Josh,
think
you
the
there?
cannons was definitely a part of the plan. Hey, yo,
Like I said, I
Josh.
can't remember because I
Yeah.
was just listening in.
You down to just park at the docks and walk straight through the front door, slow walk to the vault?
Yep.
Crazy.
Let's go.
You guys are sailing the ship up to the docks.
No. No, this is not the move.
I'm not trying to shit on your plan or anything. I'm just asking.
Wasn't that part of
I
it though? I feel like that was part of
No.
it. Right? No?
No, it was not.
I don't remember. All I remember is that me and boys were gonna.
Yeah, that's all I
Dress
remember
up
as
as
well. I was like,
Marines.
sweet, lighthouse, that's me. Yeah.
Same.
I think as planned, like once you were there, Robin and Co were gonna cause like a distraction. But you didn't really plan for how you're gonna get in.
That's
I
why
think it
we're
was
gonna
through
slow
the
walk.
cannons. Yeah, like the cannons were definitely mentioned, and I think that getting
Oh yeah.
yeah, so
Max
the
did
cannons
mention
would be the
there's, like-
distraction.
Max mentioned that there's cannons like all around the exteriors.
Oh yeah, they're
So,
supposed
like,
to go
all over
on the
these,
island. And
These walls is like cannons everywhere,
Yeah.
essentially.
I remember this now. He's supposed to shoot the cannons to get them all riled up.
So yeah, you guys will be able to tell that sailing the ship in is tantamount to, you know what I'm saying?
Sewer
But we don't
slide.
have black sails. We don't have black sails on.
That is true. That is true. You do have white sails.
Fuck it, you do you.
Let's go! Infiltration!
Right.
All right.
I pick up boys and we leave.
Okay.
Silent.
We're waiting
so-
for morning.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wait.
We are waiting. We're
We're
waiting.
supposed to do that? Okay. We wait for morning then.
But y'all can leave like early morning, so y'all get it done while the guards are focusing all their attention in the cell block area.
I was gonna say, I think I was gonna suggest we leave a cup, it was gonna take 2 hours to fly there, so maybe 2.5
Yeah.
hours before daybreak, so we can still get close while it's nighttime and dark.
Yeah, I think grabbing the key would be the first thing that we want to accomplish, and using the cover at night would be really beneficial there.
I mean, we could also just straight up leave now for it, because we will be dressed up as Marines too. I don't know how long that's gonna work for, but like hopefully we could survive until you guys got there.
But we
That's a
got
big
this.
hopefully. That's a big hopefully.
Okay, so we leave 3 hours before daybreak.
I'm gonna smoke one of Simon's cigarettes as we fly there. Boys does not smoke.
Okay, so you guys will leave in 3 hours before daybreak, so in about 5 hours. The ship, if you sail it up, is going to take an hour to get there from where you're at. What time do you guys want to leave? There's 8 hours until daybreak.
I say we wait till like midnight. Not midnight, but like the middle of the night to sail towards the island. That way, when we arrive, we can immediately jump into action. But it's up to everyone.
I think it would be better for y'all to have already have gotten the key by the time they know about our ship.
I agree, actually.
Yeah, because we're gonna have to pretend that we're helping them fight off the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow slipping us the key.
Oh, that gives us a chance to malfunction their cannons and stuff too. Hell yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, I think before the ship is spotted, we should already have tried to usurp the cannons.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
Okay,
All
so
Because we don't want our
What-
ship to just get sunk in the middle of this. You know what I mean?
so what if me and boys focus on getting the key, and then meanwhile Picos and Tito can try and see if they can fuck up some of the cannons. 'Cause
Yeah.
And
Picos
then
is
Robin
good
and
with
Koga
bit
sell the
shit.
ship in.
Yeah,
Or
and then later they
Kogan
sail
and
the
Tito
ship in.
can also go knock out some cannons, and Robin can sail the ship up. So that way
Which
y'all
is
can focus.
NPCs.
Yeah. That way y'all can focus
Um,
on the cannons towards the inland, and Kogan and Jijo can focus on the ones by the docks, and then work their
Yeah,
way towards.
there's a minimum crew. So
Yeah. I was going to say,
yeah,
with
yeah.
Kogan, Robin, and the NPCs, you guys are at exactly 6. If one leaves, you guys will be moving at half speed to get up to the thing.
Is that including
that's
Jijo?
fine. No, we got time though. We have like 8 hours, and he said it would take an hour, so that just means we have to leave an hour earlier. Half speed's fine, I think.
I think so
Actually,
too.
that's a good point. I think if you count Jijo, you're at 7. So you could have what's his face leave.
Let's go.
But if you send Koga with Picos and Tito, there's gonna be the whole holding your breath shit. Since Tito can just breathe underwater and Picos doesn't need to breathe at all.
Let's bring Jijo, because Jijo he's aquatic.
Yup. Jijo would be fine.
And then Koga can stay, if that's cool with Koga. But
Yeah.
Koga can stay on the ship, and because I don't need to breathe, and neither do Jijo, or neither do Tito, so we would be the most advantageous to sneak in under the cover of the water, right? So I think us three go in and try to fuck up the cannons. And then Simon and boys go and get the key from the lighthouse, and then the rest of the crew, NPCs and all, will walk up on the front door. Hopefully the cannons are dealt with by then.
Let's go.
All right, sounds good. So the flying group is leaving first, and then a couple hours after that, the swimming crew will leave, and then a couple hours after that, the ship will leave.
Sounds right.
Okay.
We have two lines of communication. We will not be able to communicate with the ship. So we're just gonna have to make sure that our objectives are done between our two groups, land and sea, or air and sea, before the ship rendezvous, like before its arrival, right?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you're done before the cannons start firing. That's all I can say.
All right. I should mention you guys are. What is this guy? You guys are like you're obviously not like there on the map, but that is like the general direction that you would be approaching from.
I was thinking, would it be possible? How is that ping? Is it control? Alt? Ping?
Say again.
How is it I ping on Roll20?
Hold.
Just click and hold.
down.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, can we land on the rocks on the side of the lighthouse?
Yeah.
Might be hard to determine now, but yeah, that was kind of my plan. and then sneak up from there.
All right, bet. Okay. We'll go with you two first then. You guys don your outfits and take off into the night sky. Rain coursing all around. Simon is just like barely managing to stay afloat as he's coasting with Beast in his arms. And after about 2 hours, you guys will get closer and closer to the island. I will say at this point, the lighthouse, its light is on, and there's a bunch of watchtowers like on this northern side that are trying to see what is happening. I'll ask for a stealth check from you, Simon, to see if you can avoid any notice. It's a DC 15. All right, with a 19, as you draw closer and closer and closer, you keep an eye. Actually, I'll put you on the rocks themselves. Let me see if I got. Ooh, I do. I'm actually very proud of this map.
That you stole.
No, I made this one.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Panda Man.
There's so many. I don't put Panamas on every map, God. It's just
Lies.
islands.
Big
All right.
fan.
You guys can drop your shit like here. You will see in the distance your ship. Man, this shit is beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. Amazing. But yeah, as you can you'll see the path. There's a set of, I'll say there's like 2 sets of stairways. One goes straight up into the lighthouse. And you can see that there's like some kind of service exit / entrance. And then the other one seems to wrap around the lighthouse. And you would surmise that it leads towards a main entrance of sorts. What would you guys like to do?
Boys, what do you think we do here? Go straight for the lighthouse, or?
Well, the key's in the lighthouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is what Maximilian said.
So I think, I think best course of action is go in there. Guard switch is happening very soon, right?
It's an hour till morning. Or daybreak, I should say. So, I guess.
I'm just thinking, we're going to have to lie to whoever's in there already or take them out. But I think if we can do it in a more quiet way.
Or just be undetected.
Or we could just be undetected. I didn't get that from a stray voice that reminded me of Picos at all.
I mean, yeah, that's a pretty good idea. I mean, we are dressed up for the occasion. We could try and blend in and just say that we were quick on our shift.
Agree. So let's head in, shall we?
You keep an eye. I look for the key.
Exactly.
Bit.
All right, are you guys going through the service entrance or the main door?
Main door, I guess.
All right. You wrap around, and you will see a Marine standing guard at the front door. Let me.
I'm gonna follow Boyce's mannerisms of like saluting and all of that, because he knows.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be playing it up.
All right, you guys can drop your tokens like right here. There'll be a Marine right there as well. I mean, imagine that you're like on the outside of the thing or whatever. But yeah, this guy will look you guys up and down and be like, "Any issues?"
What was
Sorry,
that?
What?
Any issues? Why are you two here? Are you in your monkey form?
No. Anytime I drag my token out, that's what happens.
Oh shit! All right.
I walk in as a monkey. I'm gonna ham it up as a Marine. Are you saying new issues, sir? Yes, sir. And
I'm
I
asking if there's any issues.
Oh, no issues at all. We're actually new recruits here. Just got transferred in from a base. I was trying to remember what Boyce's old base was. I can't remember. I'm just gonna make up a number. The 101st over there by by the Gecko Islands, you know. We're supposed to be here to guard the lighthouse, so I'm just trying to figure out exactly where to go. I think I'm a little early.
Very early.
Yeah.
We don't usually swap out guards until midday. Not to mention the lighthouse keepers themselves are keeping watch. This is very unusual. Where did you say you were from again?
The 101st, sir. My name is
101st.
Deast.
Beast.
No, Deast.
Beast. And you?
Seaman, sir, and I salute.
I'm sorry, what?
It was a joke for so long. I felt like I had to use it.
All right.
His name is
Seaman and Seaman Deast. You don't mind if I just call this in with the central command, do you? Make sure that there's everything is up to par.
Are Picos, real quick, above table, Picos is back on the ship, right?
Yeah, they haven't left yet.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna give him the number for our Dindin and be like, yeah, yes, this is my commanding officer.
Okay, bet. You'll see him like reaching into his own pocket to pull out a dendon, but as you offer one, he'll be like, "Oh, okay," and he'll dial the number, and back on the boat there will be a bada 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 bada, and you will see
shit.
a random marine face.
What the fuck do I do, guys? Okay. Galek.
Corporal Myers here. I've got 2 recruits sent here from, what was it, 101st?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Transferred over here to keep him watch on the lighthouse. I just want to make sure everything's copacetic over in Central Command. Who am I speaking to?
Yes. Copacetic. Yeah, that sounds about right. 101st? That seems to checks out. It is Sergeant over here at the 101st, completely incapable of lying. You could call me Kipos.
You'll see this guy's eyebrows are like raising higher and higher and higher as you continue speaking. And he'll look over at the 2 of you with an incredulous expression. And he'll be like, this isn't a line to the Central Command. This is a line to the 101st. Why is your commanding officer saying that he can't lie? What is going on?
He's just a very
Nothing.
honest man. It's just a word
It's
quirk.
a defining
Yes.
characteristic of a great leader, which you should become familiar with.
Okay.
I tell the best truths, only the truth.
He's going to hang up with a click, shutting you out. And then he's going to look over at you.
Thank God.
Um,
Nailed it, guys. Woo! Oh, man, this is going to go off without a hitch.
Trainer will be like, yeah, that was really good, man. Good shit.
Whew. Thank you.
I'm gonna look as bored as I can be, just waiting to get this over with. Like it's standard procedure every day.
This guy will hand you back your denden, and then he'll reach into his pocket and pull out his own. And in front of you guys, he'll begin to dial Central Command. Like, Sergeant Myers here. Or I think Corporal Myers here. 2 recruits coming in to relieve me of my duty at the lighthouse. I don't have any recollection of any commands being given. Can I get a check on that? There'll be a crackling on the other end, and then our tinny voice will ring out. It'll be like, no records of anyone being sent over there, sir. Could we get identifying numbers for these recruits? Myers will look at the 2 of you. He'll look at your Marine uniforms. You'll have like little IDs sewn into them. These are, of course, standard issue. And he'll rattle them off to the people on the other end. There'll be a second at any point if you guys want to jump in here, feel free. But there'll be a second of delay on the other end, and then the same tinny voice will speak to the speakers. It'll be like, no records of any recruits with those numbers here, sir. We got 2
getting
bogeys.
ready to
We're
strike.
sending in some. We're sending in reinforcements, sir. Protect yourself. This guy will hang up and start reaching for his pockets. Like, don't make a move.
Did you say make a move?
I'm drawing my rapier.
All right, bet.
I'm gonna punch him. Does an 11
All right,
hit?
let's do. I'm gonna do quick initiatives, and then we can see if the 11 hits.
All right, Simon. We did not sneak in.
Okay. All right, you guys will be able to act first. The name of the game is Stealth here. Try to do this as quickly and quietly as possible.
Yep. I just hit him with the sneak attack, I guess. So to hit.
That'll hit. And you will have sneak.
I'll aim straight for the throat. Let's see, sneak attack damage. Oh.
All right.
Well,
You will cut into this guy as he's reaching for his weapon. You slice him up and down. And he will let out a cry of pain. But he is not down yet. Anything else?
I'm not sure I have any much else I can do with a bonus action. Oh wait, yeah, I have Nick, so I guess I'll. Oh wait, does Nick only work if I attack with a dagger? It does, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I use my bonus action for steady aim.
Alright,
Wait,
you
does
will roll it
it-
again.
it
See if you
doesn't-
get a crit.
Yeah, because it doesn't say anything about. Oh, roll again? Okay.
The attack, yeah. Alright. So it'll still hit. This won't be a crit. You can do any interaction shit you want if you want to move anywhere. Does he have a different study?
I think I'll try and get up and around and behind him. So we flank. No, it's no flanking, but still, the idea.
Yeah, bet. You slink past him and we'll move on to Beast.
Does the 11 hit?
No.
No. Okay,
But
cool.
you
I'm
can roll
gonna
again
burn.
since it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Ooh, that was just a warm-up shot, buddy.
Oh.
So I'm gonna hit him for 13, and then I'm gonna burn 1 spirit point.
Hold on,
That's a
hold on.
crit.
How do you want to finish this guy off?
Oh, holy shit. I'm gonna knock his ass out, and then... Is this a big chest right here?
What?
What?
That's like a generator.
That's a generator. Is this a chest?
That's a cabinet.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna shove him in that cabinet and then knock the cabinet over onto its door.
You cut out. What are you gonna
Oh.
do after you knock?
I'm gonna knock him out, and then I'm gonna put him in the cabinet, and then push the cabinet over so that it's laying face down on its door.
Okay, nice. Trapping him in there. Is this a lethal blow, or are you just knocking him out cold?
I'm knocking him out cold.
All right. He is slumped, and you lay the cabinet over on his side, so it is locked. I guess I'll put a note on this guy so I remember. Side cabinet, facing down.
Also, I have common clothes on me. I'm gonna tear a piece of him off and gag his mouth.
Nice. All right. He is gagged and trapped. And yeah. Reinforcements
I'm gonna
are on the
take
way.
his
though.
uniform and put it on. Wait, no, that would just
I was
make me
gonna
known
say-
as his number. But I will take his din din.
Maybe
All
maybe
right.
you should keep an eye out here while I go search for the key. If anyone comes running to see.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I can do that. I'll hold down the fort.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna start searching. Where's the what goes up?
Set of stairs here.
Simon,
And
if you
what about
if you
this
get in,
over here?
That is a like trapdoor. It's got a rusty padlock on it that you might be able to pick. It says service exit. So you would surmise that it's the same, like the other stairwell that you saw from where you guys landed.
I'm gonna go up the stairs then.
before
All
you
right.
go up, Beast will say, Simon, if you get into trouble, holler out.
I will. What number do you want me to call?
I'm going to give him our Din and explain how Picos explained to me how to switch it between waves, and then give him the number that I assume is assigned to the Din I took off the officer.
So you're using the officer's addendum to call yours?
No, yeah, Simon will call me from ours, and I will hear what he needs to say. But give it just a code word. You got to say one word, one code word, or else they will know what's up. So like, pick it up and say like pineapple, whatever. I don't even care what it is. I'll figure it out.
It's gonna be monkey.
Perfect.
All right.
I steadily walk up the stairs just at a calm pace, having a smoke while I'm walking up the stairs.
All right. You will find yourself. Oh shit. You will find yourself on another floor. Stop moving that token, man. Can you see?
There's no token.
You can't see?
No.
Oh, you don't have vision. Oh shit. Oh, bad.
Why is the ship's token in the middle of all these rooms?
Just like me for real.
It's a lighting guy.
Ah.
That way everyone can see it. Like if I delete it, I don't think you guys will be able to see Simon's perspective.
No, I can.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah, me too.
All right, bet. That's fine. Okay, Simon, you make your way up, and you will see just a big ass like fireplace, kind of like a furnace, I should say. Actually, it seems to be just powering this thing. There's a billows, some firewood, a bunch of stuff for chopping logs, some crates, all that type of shit. No one in sight. And then another set of stairs over here.
I'd imagine a key like that wouldn't just be lying around in the workplace, so I'm gonna walk up next floor.
All right, move your
Same calm
token.
pace.
Can you see what he's seeing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bet. All right. This time you will end up in like a kitchen area. There's a clock tower over here. Another couple of cabinets. There's a singular chair with some like plates and shit. Seems to just be like a common living area.
Is that a chest right here?
It's a cabinet.
Cabinet? I'm just gonna check what's in it real quick if it's not locked.
All right, you pop it open, and there'll just be plates and cups and shit.
Alright, I keep going up. Oh wait,
All right.
What's over here?
Just a grandfather clock.
Okay. I'll keep going up then.
All right, you keep racing upwards, and this time snores will fill your head as you round the corner. You will see a dude just slumped on this little bed. He seems to be one of the lighthouse keepers that they were talking about. He is snoring away. There's some cabinets over there, and then on the other side of the wall here is another bed. This one is empty, and there's some more chests.
Well, Simon is just gonna take this as like by any means necessary type situation. I'll get out my dagger and I'll sneak up and try and slit his throat in one move.
Okay, nice. Give me a stealth check. All right. Quiet as a shadow, Simon. You slink up. This guy's snores are drowning the room. As you approach closer and closer and closer, you will pull out your dagger and just ever so gently, smoothly slit his throat. His snores will cut off as this guy will die in his sleep. Quick and easy.
Does he have any shit on him?
Give me an investigation check.
I'm not gonna spend too much time searching him, so if I don't find anything interesting immediately, then...
All right, with a 14, he will have... He'll have 60,000 berries on him. He'll have a copy of today's paper. He will have a spyglass, and in his bottom coat pocket, or tucked into his boot, there will be a set of keys, big rusty iron keys.
I'm gonna grab those set of rusty keys.
All right.
And then I am also just gonna check around on the other side. There's 2 chests.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna open them.
All right, you kick them both open, and you will see a bunch of books on taking care of lighthouses, maritime travel, like a marine handbook and shit like that. And then the other chest will have a bunch of personal belongings, just like clothes, personal books, like a trinket or two. It seems to belong to the other lighthouse keeper here, who you do not see.
For good measure, I'm gonna keep sneaking, and I'm gonna sneak up to the next floor.
All right. You round the corner over here, and you will see a bunch of crates and a bunch of what looks to be like a lighthouse light discarded, possibly a spare, and a couple of other lights, just like a whole bunch of mechanical supplies and shit. Light bulbs, wires, things like that.
Does anything in the room stick out as being like something with like a good form of security lock on it, like something that you'd want to keep people from getting into?
Give me a cursory investigation or perception. You got 7. You cannot tell.
I'm gonna keep sneaking up to the next floor, just making sure we cover all our bases.
All right, bet. As you continue sneaking up, you will. Where are you at? Find yourself in the lighthouse tower itself. The windows all around are open, but they're like barred shut, and this lighthouse light is sweeping all around. Yeah.
The windows that you said they're bad shut. Can we open them?
They seem to be made of like pretty sturdy metal. There is a like a keyhole on one side.
Okay, I'm gonna try and use the rusty key I found in case. Yes, if this is the key for this, then we haven't found the key yet. Oh. Okay.
We lost the DM. That means we're the DMs now.
Okay, chat. Everybody roll D100s.
Level up!
Not the crew, the chat.
What's that? Another level up! Guys, another level up. We're on
Level
level 8
11.
now. Yeah, level 11.
I thought you said level 20. That sounds right to me. Like,
We would decimate this base. There'd be nothing left.
I'll
6
I'll
admirals
take
pull
out
up.
my I'll take out
Yo,
my
I got a
bandana, I'll
90.
call you, and I'll just be like, I think we're clear, but I'm not sure I found the key yet. I'm still looking. I took care of another guy I found. Just briefing you on the situation.
Dude, Picos or me?
You.
Why would he be briefing me?
Okay.
Bruh.
I'm just telling you. I'm not telling you necessarily that I slit a dude's throat. I'm just telling you I took care of him.
Yeah.
My bad.
No,
I got a
I
call.
would know what that means.
Yeah. So I was just saying I'm gonna take out the den and call boys and just brief him on the fact that I took out a dude on the way up here and I found a pair of keys, but I'm not sure it's the key we're looking for. And then I'm gonna try and test it on, like, the key I found on the lock. With
All right,
I don't
there
know if you
are.
need to be saying all that.
Yeah, I should also mention. When you're calling boys, because you have your like hacked den, he has the standard Marine issue one.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
so
if you want
they'll
to
be able to hear
communicate with
anything.
him, you're gonna have to. It's gonna broadcast to every Marine den on this island.
can I try and use Steve's cant to just tell him everything looks fine?
Just say monkey,
Uh,
dude.
I don't think he
No,
knows.
because I don't need
these-
him. If I say monkey, I don't need him to come up here right now.
And say no monkey. I don't know.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
try
I don't
and
think he
key him.
knows. He doesn't know these can. Okay, so you're not saying anything to him.
I'm gonna wait. I'll try the key first.
All right, there are 4 rusted iron keys on the key ring. As you try them one after the other, one of them will finally give, and the thing will open up. It'll lead out onto like a small chain railway, that just or like balcony type thing. It just encircles the entire outer lighthouse, and the rest of it is just open to the air. As you peek
Oh.
outside, you can see like little white dots down below, racing towards the lighthouse.
Now I'm gonna call boys and say monkey.
Yeah, I'm gonna run my way up there, all the way up there. I'm not gonna stop and look at anything. And wait,
I
actually,
bet.
before I do, I'm gonna move this dresser in front of the lighthouse door.
This one?
Yeah, the one with the guy inside it.
All right, bet. Are you facing him towards the door or away from the door?
He's facing the floor.
Yeah, he's facing the floor.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm assuming you're gonna have to, put the dresser up, otherwise it's not gonna cover the entrance.
No, I'm laying horizontal in front of the door.
Yeah, but the door opens outward. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're
Oh.
saying. This is a predicament then. I'm just gonna leave him be.
I see. You're gonna try to barricade the door somehow or no?
Should I? I feel like I should.
There's probably more shit up there
Yeah.
than here.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna make a run for it and run up the stairs to
All
my
right.
homie.
You will see everything that he saw. I'll briefly throw you in every room in case there's anything that you want to do. You'll see a puddle of blood. I guess it would mix with the red sheets. But it seems like this man was killed in his sleep. Very, very easily and stealthily done. Until finally, huffing and puffing, you make your way up to the top where Simon is. Just
That was
double
a lot
checking.
of
Both of you guys
steps.
can see. Everyone else can see.
Yes.
Yeah, I've opened the window. People are coming to the lighthouse. I suggest we get out of here as quick as possible. We can hide on the roof maybe for a little while.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And you have the keys that lock the cages to these windows, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Then we can just lock ourselves out there.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
You can climb up on the roof, I imagine.
Oh, yeah, easily. And I'll turn into a
Alright.
monkey.
So I'll let him climb up, and then I'll go out and try and close if I can from the outside.
Give me a sleight of hand. Say DC 13.
No.
No way.
You try to reach around, but it's just very awkward, and you're unable to lock it from the outside.
I'm just gonna close it then and hope no one notices that it's not locked.
It's open.
And yeah, and then I'm gonna fly up on the top of the roof of the lighthouse.
Do I need to roll acrobatics or anything to climb up there?
Nah, you're a monkey.
Okay. Hell yeah.
So yeah, you guys jump up to the top and hunker down. For how long, we'll see. I guess a couple of hours will pass, and it will be the aquatic team's turn. I guess.
Let's go.
How long have we been going?
Couple hours. Let me look.
I mean, we left 3 hours. We left 3 hours before daybreak. Took us 2 hours to
No, how long is
He's
this session?
no, it's been over 3 hours.
Just over
something?
3 hours.
3 hours and
Okay.
10 minutes.
I think we'll call it here then. My bad. Everyone else, you didn't get to do much at the end there. But we'll call it there, and then once we have everyone, next time around, we can have you guys infiltrate, and the rest of the crew infiltrate as well, and see what develops. The plan is already falling apart, but shit is getting done, so I guess that's what counts. We'll be back in about 3 weeks, I think, to see what will develop next, whether or not you guys will be able to get this log pose, whether or not you'll be able to get your boy out, or his boy out, if you even want to, and what will happen with this curious Hendrix fellow. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you, as always, for being engaged, playing. Thank you to everyone that watched. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Shout out to Cube, my guy.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it there. I think Kev put it perfectly. Everyone out there, have a wonderful holiday if you celebrate. We'll see you at the next sunrise.